Señoras y señores, we are back. We're back. Sorry I've been away for so long. It's just been so hectic. So today it's going to be something different. We're doing a crossover show with our healthy competitor, I'll put it, Futboleo. So this is what we recorded a few minutes ago, and hope you like it.
Vamos a ver qué es lo que hay para escuchar hoy día.
Benzema, atención, ese buen pase para Cristiano Ronaldo, el recorte, la tiene el Madrid, Cristiano.
Arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial y es el tercero a tocar para Borruchaga, siempre Maradona, genio, ta.
Interesante.
Cerca Chilaver, se toma su tiempo el zurdo, atención Burgos, atención, ahí va Chilaver, le entró.
Altidore squares it. Dempsey's missed it. Donovan has it.
Messi quiere, Messi sueña, Messi acaricia, Messi al arco.
Good morning, good evening, and good night, depending on when you're listening to us. This is Futboleo in English. What up, Andre?
What's up, Leo? What's up?
What's going on? Guys, episode 180. Yes, we're going to do this in English today. You got to deal with it. Be fine. Share the video. Let the people know that we are here. Futboleo English, the English version of it. Guys, share the video at Show Futboleo. Let everybody know that we are here. We're going to take you on a little ride. The Argentine guy and the Brazilian guy. What's up, everybody? What's going on? We want to say hello to Instagram Live. I think they're seeing us sideways, but it's okay. What up, Instagram Live? What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What up, everybody? Yes, today is going to be in English. You got to deal with it. If no habla, now you're going to habla, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So, guys, I'm Leo. You guys know me already. And we have our friend, returning guest. The first time we had to do it in Spanish, kind of threw you out there to the wolves. You did all right, though.
That's right.
You did good. A year ago, around sometime today.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And now we have you come back.
Yeah.
What up, Andres?
¿Cómo está? How you doing?
I'm all right, bro. No Spanish. No habla.
Spanish, okay.
Guys, share this video. Let the people know that we are here. If you share this video, you can actually win a dinner for two at Choripan Rodicio, just like Luis Avila did today. He ended up winning a dinner for two for this week. If you guys share this video, you guys can actually win it for next week. And you told me you were sending some people over to Choripan. They like it, right?
Yeah, I sent them over.
Nice.
Who was it? Luis who?
Luis Avila.
All right, if you're listening, send me a message. I'll go with you.
I think he has a wife. But I don't know. No, he's a little small. So give us a listen. Let us know what you guys think. We're looking for feedback on the show. Let us know if you guys like the time. That also has a lot to do with it. We want to go and take you guys on a little journey. I just want to start by saying this, Andres. Thank God Brazil didn't win the World Cup. Just saying.
All right, so
we'll start there.
I'll do the same thing. Thank God Argentina didn't win the World Cup.
Oh, I know. So let me ask you a question. So,
right,
Argentine, Brazilian, you always have that whole rivalry going, right? Take us through the World Cup in your eyes, because they already seen my point of view, and, fuck it, Germany, fuck Brazil. Were you happy that Germany was out in the first round?
Oh, my God. What? It was great. It was freaking fantastic for me personally.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
well, it still
God.
has to hurt though.
It hurts.
About 7 times.
Don't. That's wrong.
No, it's not. It's the truth.
No, it's true. No, I was happy to see Germany out, obviously from the 7-1.
Yeah.
But to see the way they lost, I was like, it's not the same pain.
Yeah.
It was never going to be the same pain.
Of course.
But I was like, you know what? It feels a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean,
it went from 7-1 to like 5-1.
It didn't hurt that much.
Basically, no.
No, and I mean the way that it worked out, because if you look at it, like, okay, they lost to Mexico, which nobody saw that coming.
No.
And then you had the second game against Sweden, which, okay, in the last minute, the VAR, there wasn't a foul, whatever. But then in the third game, you're like, okay, these guys could at least get a point or get the 3 points against Korea, and the upset of the tournament, maybe?
I think it was. I honestly think it was.
That's crazy.
Because, I mean, the reigning champions with that squad, I mean, they have a mixture of youth that won the Confederation and the U21 World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, with the players that came in from 2014. For them not to win is like...
But I think their issue was they were still playing the same system, and people were able to pick it up right away.
Yeah.
Because if you're still playing the same way you played 4 years ago, people are going to come after you.
But then you think about it where it's like it's different players. You know what I'm saying? It might be the same system, but it's different players, so you might think it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, all right, you know what? You got this mixture of young and old. They're definitely getting out. But the fact that they lost to South Korea. I mean, it's no disrespect to South Korea, with all the respect.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's South Korea still.
Exactly. And it's like, for Germany to lose against them, dude, come on.
So, Germany's out. Now they're having a whole bunch of issues. They're actually blaming it on Fortnite and FIFA. Did you hear about that?
No, they're not. No, stop that.
Yeah, they are.
They're blaming it on Fortnite and FIFA.
Yep. Two of the top newspapers in Germany, Bild and I forget the other one's name, they said that Bierhoff, who's the director of the teams, actually had to shut off the Wi-Fi because they would worry more about going and playing against each other, like money-wise, like they would bet, than actually, talk as a team. Like they would talk more online than they would face-to-face.
That's horrible. How do you go to the World Cup
Mind
like
blown.
that? What the hell?
Well, I mean, they're given downtime and stuff like that.
Yeah, but still, I mean, come on, Lil. You're on the Argentina national team, and you're going to focus on playing Fortnite and FIFA?
Well, okay.
It's a World Cup. This is your first time, and you're at 28 years old. Next 4 years, you're not making it.
No, but I mean, with these guys, they have a different mindset. All of us would say, no, you know what? I'm just going to focus on soccer. But these guys, like, for them, it's a job, some of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and you look at it like, okay, you know what? They play for their national team, but the national team is not the one that pays their wages.
No, don't they get paid?
They do get paid, but if they get hurt, it depends on who's going to take care of that. Because you also got to remember, okay, if they have a contract, right? The national team does pick up the way that, the whole surgery and everything like that.
Okay.
But then that also affects when they come back to their teams.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like, if you get hurt, let's say Germany on that last game, you're out in the first round. If you get hurt, then now you got to come back to your team, and then somebody else might take your spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's a double-edged sword. They don't play like they used to. No team plays like they used to because of that.
Right. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And even just look at it, even with the Brazil teams. Like, the whole Jogo Bonito, that's gone out the window. When was the last time you seen Brazil play the Jogo Bonito?
Long time ago.
Why? Because now they have to worry about, okay, you know what? I need to get paid, and I need to get a better contract.
I hate that, man. I hate that shit.
But that's what we got to deal with, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, but at least we both got comfort in Germany being out.
Oh, of course. Hands down. What?
Yeah.
I was rooting. Listen, I don't like Mexico, and I respect Mexicans and everything, and I love them off soccer.
Okay.
In soccer, you should know. I mean, watching Telemundo throughout
the
World Cup.
So that's the number one reason right there.
Is the media. I don't blame the team, because I'm assuming the team doesn't know that they get that much hype. I'm assuming because they're on the field, they're not.
No, but what happens is, and that's the number one, not conversation, but the number one fight that you always have. Oh, I hate Mexico, and I've had this conversation with people here before. It's not that we hate Mexico, the people, or the team, or the players. Is we hate the media
exactly
that force feeds us. Oh, we beat Germany, champions of the world.
Yeah. Yo, weren't they crying when they won?
Well, no. In that standpoint,
no.
That's
I'm
what they
talking
were
about
working.
the fans.
No.
The players,
the
I
players.
get. I get the players because you don't. No one, not even their own Mexicans,
No.
thought they were gonna beat Germany.
No.
The players, respect, because they took down Germany.
Yeah.
And they did a good job. But for the fans to cry, it's like, dude, cálmate. This is the first game, okay? It's the first out of you don't know how many, because it takes 7 games to get to the final,
or the third place,
or third place. You've only got one, so calm down. That's why I was like, yo, stop crying. It's the first game.
So
I get it.
You want to know why they cried?
Why?
Okay. Before the World Cup, you had this whole issue of they didn't want the coach. They wanted somebody else in there. They didn't like the rotation that the coach was doing, because if you notice, the coach never put the same 11 on the field. The past 4 years.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, right.
So you had everybody going against the coach saying, oh, my God, you're going to make us lose. We're going to lose every game. Then they had the whole thing with the hookers. I mean, with the you didn't hear about the hookers?
Oh.
You got to listen to Futboleo, bro. So the night before, they were supposed to get on the plane to go to, I think, France, wherever the hell they're going, to then go to Russia.
Right.
There was a party with 30 escorts to 8 players.
Whoa.
So Rafa Marquez was in there, Chicharito was in there, like a lot of the top players were in there.
Okay.
Right? So it was a big scandal. So now, as a fan, you're like, oh my God, now the team is broken down because of this whole shit with the with the escorts and everything.
Yeah.
We don't trust the coach. We don't trust the system. We don't trust the whole rotation.
Okay.
But then you do well on your game to be able to then, you beat Germany.
Yeah.
You beat that last year, the last World Cup champion.
Exactly.
So that's why I do understand the fans crying a little bit.
Okay.
Because oh my God, everything's crumbling down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. With all that coming in, then okay. Yeah, I get why you cried.
But it's still just the one game.
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on, dude. You got 2 more games left to see if you can make it out of the group, which they did, and then we took them out. So
come on. Well, they could have gone through. It's okay.
No, they could have.
What is this transmission from Lucha Outsiders? No, it's not. This is Futboleo. We're doing it in English. We're going to talk about the real PSG. We're going to talk about that CR7 might be going to jail in España. Yeah. I'll tell you about that right now. We're going to play a new game, a first game ever, buy or buy, and also share this video just like Luis Avila did last week, where you could win a dinner for 2 at Choripan Rodicio, 10 Sussex Street, Hackensack, New Jersey, 07601. And up there. No, the other side. Up there. Up there, you got the 10 players. Yeah, it's backwards. Up there, you got the 10 players that are right now in contention to win the best by FIFA. Now, we're going to get to that in a minute, because I want to get and that's part of the buy or buy, okay?
Okay.
So going back to this whole thing with Germany and with Brazil, what do you think of Neymar?
I've never liked him. I've never liked him since I first saw him play. I've never liked him. Until this day, I don't.
Why?
Because I don't like the showboating. I don't like the clowning around. It really is annoying, because you're a fan of one of the best teams in the world. Not the best. One of the best teams in the world. And, Brazil's my country, so I'm always going to root for them, no matter what.
Of course.
And the fact that we have a big, and I don't mean no disrespect to Neymar, because look what he's doing.
Yeah.
Look where he's at, and look what he's done. But the fact that we get made fun of because of that one guy really, really, really irritates the crap out of me.
Especially with the lineage of players that Brazil has.
Oh, God. Exactly. Like, when have you ever made fun of a Brazilian player except for Neymar? You tell me that right now.
Rivaldo. One time.
Because
when he got hit in the knee and then, oh my God, my face.
All right, but besides that, that was that one time that he did that. When have you ever made fun of Pelé, Jairzinho, Ronaldinho, Kaká, Roberto When? No. When? Never, right?
They actually, the page that I follow, 433, they put up a not hated 11. So it's basically 11 players that everybody likes. So you had like
Okay.
Buffon, you had like
yeah,
Totti.
of course.
So Ronaldinho was in that list.
Of course. I mean, come on. If you hate Ronaldinho,
Yeah, you got an
there's
issue.
something wrong with you personally, and you need to go see somebody.
They
right
want us
now.
to translate. You guys need to share the video. We're gonna do the first part in English and then maybe the second part in Spanish. It's okay though. Okay, so share this video, guys. Let the people know. We have Andres here with us, Brazilian guy, fucking guy. I gotta stop letting people.
El
in my
mejor
house.
del mundo.
The what? The who?
Andres.
Oh, I thought you were like Brazil. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, in Brazil too. Yeah.
See, you didn't say that though. But with Neymar, I kind of see where you're coming from.
Right.
Especially with all the players that have come behind him, and yeah, Brazil has gone through a change where they don't do the jogo bonito anymore, which that was a whole marketing thing, but it did work because that's the way Brazil played at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from Dunga to now, it's changed.
It's not Brazilian soccer anymore, or I'm sorry, it's not Brazilian football anymore.
Futebol.
It's more.
Just saying, I got to teach the fucking Brazilian
No,
guy to
of
say
course.
futebol.
It's more Brazilian football today is more structured and more organized, and there's more behind it rather than.
There's not much street.
Exactly, there's no street football there anymore. Because when you had guys like Ronaldinho playing, Ronaldo playing, Kaká playing, Juninho, all these guys behind, this current generation, there was that street football that you see in Rio or Sao Paulo or Brasilia or anywhere else. Now it's like it's either showboating or it's just very structured. And as a Brazilian, the last time I saw Brazil play, like the real Brazil that you even seen play, 2006. That was the last time. Because we had that filthy team that we didn't even freaking win. Yeah. But, I mean, we had the Roberto Carlos and Cafu on the wings. You had Ronaldinho and Kaká playing in the middle. Yeah, you had Ronaldo, and then if Ronaldo was hurt, you had Adriano coming in the back.
Adriano when it was his time, Adriano.
That was his time right
Adriano,
there.
Yeah.
Right after that, it was just like Adriano disappeared. The Adriano that you see today is... I have no idea who the hell that guy is.
Well, he went through depression.
Which, yeah, exactly. Which I didn't know. I was criticizing him for so many years until I finally figured out, like, oh, he's depressed. All right, my bad. I feel bad.
And it all depends also on his group of friends too.
Of course,
like
yeah.
Zanetti,
he needs that more support.
Yeah, and Zanetti used to help. Hablen en castellano, okay. Hey, Leo, what's up? We are looking forward to the tournament. It's going to be mega fun. We're going to talk about the tournament in a little bit. But with Adriano, you had Zanetti, and you had these guys that played with him in Inter that knew about this, but didn't say it because it's up for him to say it.
Right. Yeah, it's
nobody else's business.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You need. It's not their place to say. It's up for Adriano to come out and speak out about it.
So, but hey, he said he wants to play again, so he's training. He might get signed in Brazil somewhere.
Hopefully, yeah.
So let's hope so.
I mean, but he's too old to play. I mean, imagine having him at his prime play for Brazil right now.
Even now, you can still have him play for like a second division team.
Oh no, but I'm saying for the
for the national. Oh, of course. Don't remind me. Do not remind me. The Copa America. Argentina was winning. Adriano comes in. This motherfucker scores 2 goals. Then we go to penalty kicks and lose. Don't remind me.
You just reminded yourself,
okay, fuck you.
and me,
and
how many
else.
people?
Everybody else is watching.
Right. And then how many people got there? One person over there. That's an extra person. Right?
Everybody, ay, Dios mío. No, but and we could talk about all these players, and that's why I think with Ronaldo, with Neymar, he's at a point where that whole flopping and showboating actually cost him when you needed the calls to go your way.
Right. Exactly.
Because in the Belgium game, you had a few questionable calls, but the referee would never give it to him because of his prior history.
Yeah, exactly. I get the fact because I was talking to one of my other guests on my show about it the other day. I met up at the Rebel Arena, and he was saying that you have to understand his side, which I do get it because the football that's played today, it's not as aggressive as it was back then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now today, like, you have to be careful. You really have to be careful because, the players today, like, we have Ronaldo today. We have Messi. We have Neymar. We have Mbappe. We have all these great players that are 10 times better than, the players back then.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We respect those legends. but the players today are more gifted, and they can easily go by you. So the defenders, obviously, they have to step up their game.
Of course.
Which I get. When they step up their game, that means it's harder for Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi, Dybala, all these people to go by. So I understand that Neymar, he throws himself so that, or he, just overreacts so that he can, get the call, and it's like, I'd rather not get hurt. I get it. But when you do it on almost every play, and it looks like you broke into someone's house and you're the FBI, you're rolling in, you're like, get down. Like, dude, it's a little too much. You did a lot. And it's like you just said, it cost us the final spot against Belgium. Yeah. Or the semifinal spot, I'm sorry.
No, and with Belgium, Belgium was a counterattack team. They were able to wait for you guys.
They were much stronger.
I think throughout the lines, Brazil did okay against Belgium. I think it just cost them where the calls didn't go their way. And it's funny because I watched that game because I wanted Brazil to lose. I ain't gonna lie.
I was waiting for that for you.
But when you look at it, like, Neymar changed the way he was playing in the second half, knowing that he wasn't going to get those calls, knowing that the calls were not going to go his way. And that's when he played the way he was supposed to play.
That's when I was like, where have you been since the first game of the tournament for us?
Yeah, take away, the little ramen noodle hair, take away all that shit, take away the rolling and everything.
Exactly.
That's the Neymar that you were looking for.
That's the Neymar that I personally, like, when he played like that at Barca, phenomenal player. But when he shows up like that, it's like, dude, who are you? It's just a clown play.
Where you've been all my life.
Exactly.
But guys, share this video. Let everybody know that we are here. Remember, at Show Futboleo, the Spanish writing of football, and Leo is me. We're going to talk about, it does have to do with Neymar. It's right back here. See?
Oh, yeah.
We have the 10 finalists for the FIFA The Best, okay? And Neymar is out of this. And I'm okay with it.
I'm happy with it.
Now, if you look at it, people are, Neymar should be in there. Well, let's break it down. He didn't have a good World Cup.
Nope.
He was hurt most of the year.
Exactly. That hurt him.
Anybody could score 15 goals against Auxerre in France, okay? And he didn't have much weight in the Champions League.
No, because he was pretty much out.
Yeah.
I mean, he played what? Group stage and then round of 16.
That was it. So I'm okay that he's out of this.
I'm perfectly
the one
fine.
that I'm not okay that he's out of this is Kante. N'Golo Kante, the number 5.
God, yeah, that's right. For Chelsea. Crap. Oh, my God.
He should be there.
Crap, yeah.
He's not on there. You should listen to Futboleo. I talked about it last show. Just saying. No, but I think for the France national team, he's that one person that you need. He's kind of like that Xavi, that Iniesta that you need in the midfield.
Hands down.
That quiet, little engine that helps with everything.
He's the unsung hero, basically. Even though they did sing for him.
Yes. And there's actually a lot of stories behind it. No, he's not a cheater at soccer. He's actually a cheater at cards.
There we go.
There you go. We have Omar Ramos. He's saying Neymar cannot win the best, but he could win an Oscar. Hey, he could. And what up to Yago Castilla, listening to us from Puerto Rico. So Kante should be.
I think
at least,
I agree.
But see, this is the thing. So that's why I want to play buy or buy. Okay? So basically, buy or buy is, we're going to go through the names, and I want you to tell me buy, as in money, or yes, I want to buy him and keep him in this list, or buy as in bye-bye. And we would take him out and put Kante in.
Got it.
Okay? So now with Cristiano Ronaldo, okay, I think just keep him in there. Buy money.
Of course.
Like cash.
Hands down, agree.
Hands down. Okay? He's had a great, he won the Champions League. Again. Great season with Real. He started off a little slow. People were doubting him. But once he turned it on, he
didn't stop.
He didn't stop.
I mean, look at him in the group stages
of
the World Cup. He even showed up for that.
Of course.
About damn time, man. Because I haven't seen him do a good World Cup at all. 2014?
Well, okay, so.
I didn't see him.
But you also have the team could also help.
That's true. Yeah.
And I put it to you this way. For Brazil, again, when we're talking about Neymar, but I don't think it was Neymar's team. I think Coutinho played a much better World Cup than Neymar did.
100% agree.
You know?
100% agree.
So now when you
if
look...
there's any Brazilian that deserves to be on that spot, it's Coutinho.
Yeah.
Coutinho and Marcelo.
Well,
down.
Marcelo, I think Marcelo needs his own wing, if you will. See what I did there? No, but Marcelo and Roberto Carlos actually said it this year that he is not considered one of the best wingers anymore. It's Marcelo of all time. Roberto Carlos actually put it on, I think it was Global Sport this year.
Oh, really?
He actually said that he's okay with giving up that spot to Marcelo.
No. I can't do that. That's my guy.
No, I know.
Carlos.
I know. Trust me, I know. The goal against France, and he actually scored against Boca too, but I thought he centered the ball. Habla en Español. Share this video. We're doing half and half, so deal with it. It's okay. Futboleo English. But with Marcelo, and we're going to get to one person on this list that I think should win it, and he's the last one on there.
Damn it, I took my glass off.
Varane.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to go through the list.
Okay.
So, number 2, Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, yeah.
Good player, had an okay World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you take anyone from Croatia, France, or Belgium, you could put them on there on the list without a problem because they had a good World Cup. Now, how did they do on their teams? I mean, he won the Premier League with Manchester City.
I think he was a vital player for Manchester City, honestly. Yeah. So I'd buy him cash.
It's Coutinho's and Thiago Silva's team for Brazil. Thiago Silva.
No, he actually showed up this World Cup compared to in 2014.
Yes, he did. So Kevin De Bruyne, would you buy him or would you buy him?
I'd buy him.
You buy him?
I'd buy him.
Okay, remember you got to get one of them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Antoine Griezmann.
I love that guy, man. I love that guy.
Let him have a baby then.
I don't think I have that part.
No.
No.
Now, with Griezmann, Atletico Madrid, you had everything coming into the World Cup. They wanted to have him go to Barcelona, wherever they wanted him to go. He decides to stay with Atletico. I think that also let him enjoy the World Cup and not have that on his mind.
Right.
Because then that, every question would have been, are you staying? Are you staying? Are you staying? Are you staying? I think he's good on this list. There's other players that I would buy, but I would buy him. Would you?
I'd buy him, yeah.
Okay. Eden Hazard.
I never really liked that guy.
No.
Not because Brazil lost to Belgium.
Uh-huh.
I've never liked him prior to this.
Why?
Ever since he joined Chelsea, I don't see I see his style and I respect it because he's done really good for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything wow, eye catching.
You know what happens to me with that is Pogba. I never thought Pogba was worth the money that Man U paid for him. Now in this World Cup, he did change my mind a little bit.
Oh yeah,
but Pogba before this World Cup,
right.
when he was in Man U.
Oh yeah, but look at how Mourinho freaking used him. He used him as more of a defensive midfielder instead of an attacking.
Yeah, but you still are able to show, your flashes and everything.
That's true. No,
but
you got a point.
With Hazard, I kind of see what you're saying. Like you haven't bought onto him yet.
No.
Let's put it that way.
No, not even in the World Cup.
So would you buy him?
Yes.
So
definitely.
That's the one you will buy.
Yes.
Okay, so Eden Hazard is out. We're going to put N'Golo Kante in. Harry Kane, I'm on the fence with Harry Kane. He is a great goal scorer.
Yeah.
Great goal scorer. But I think he's intermittent. He's not always on point.
What I feel like, do you remember, I'm only going to use a Brazilian because that's what I remember from time.
I only use Boca players.
Do you remember Luis Fabiano?
Yeah.
Play for Brazil?
Yeah.
You see the type of guy he is?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much a Harry Kane.
Okay.
He's there when you need him.
Mm-hmm.
If he's there when you need that cross, he'll be there.
Okay.
But he's not like a Diego Milito, put it. Where Diego Milito actually creates and actually gets past and actually scores.
Now, do you think with Harry Kane it kind of hurt them when they needed him to show up?
Yes, hands down.
Okay.
He definitely with when he played with Spurs, he's a different Harry Kane compared to
of course,
England.
hands down.
At Spurs, he's the real Harry Kane. When England, I don't know what happened. It was it was just Harry. It wasn't
And
Harry Kane.
They have so many good players too.
Oh my God! And a lot of people doubted England.
Man.
I said it from the beginning.
I doubted them, but it's because the whole Falkland Islands.
I didn't. I didn't doubt them 1 second. I was like, look at their players. Look at the coaches that they've coached. That they've been coached. Pep Guardiola, Klopp, Mourinho, etc., and then look at the coach that they have now, and then look at that chemistry that they have.
Nah, that's crazy. You have friends of the show saying Adriano was more of a beast. He had the ball glued to his feet. That's true.
Yeah, hell yeah, I agree with you.
That's true. The other day, so I was flipping through my Facebook feed, and there was like 10 best plays of Adriano. Like I forgot how good this fucking guy was.
Nah, come on.
No, like like you know the guys are good, and you know what they're able to do, and you know their legacy. But you forget, like, oh my God, this guy just scored this goal. Like this is one goal with Inter, where he throws the ball up, muscles the guy out the way, and then is running towards the ball. The other guy goes to cross him. He muscles him out of the way, and then chips it over the goal. Like, what the hell was this? You know what I mean? Like, you would think you just muscle two guys out of the way. You're going to, blow the goalkeeper away. Finesse.
That's true.
Boop,
Yeah.
Right
Good
over.
point.
So, but yeah, no, Adriano was a really good player. Definitely, I would buy him into this. But Harry Kane, I think he should still be in there because of what he's done
with Spurs. Yeah. Of course.
Mbappe, we're not even going to talk about Mbappe. Mbappe should be there from now for the next 10 years.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
No, of course. Hell yeah.
Some news came out about Mbappe today. A couple of news, but one of the news is he's changing his number.
Yes.
He's going to be number 7 now.
Thank God. I'm tired of that 29.
Well, that's not bad.
It's not bad, yeah, but, I mean, Mbappe deserves
29
his
is
own
actually
number.
11.
Huh?
29 is actually 11.
Are you 2 plus 9?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, Zamorano, bro. 1 plus 8. You should know. Ronaldo took his number, and then Zamorano had to use 18.
Oh, that's right.
Inter. Come on, bro.
My bad.
Fucking school you inside. Jesus. Saludos and to the American guy. No, he's Brazilian. Fucking Brazilian.
Yeah, I'm just...
Mbappe by all time is what the people are saying. The future, the best in the world. Mark his words. He is the future.
No, hands down, yeah.
And it's funny because Argentina got to see Mbappe, but Argentina also got to see.
Good job, France.
Fuck you, Michael Owen. Michael Owen's debut and first World Cup goal was against Argentina.
Right. Oh.
Passed by Beckham. Just saying. Just remember that, motherfuckers. But you could see, like, if you were to say, okay, at their time when they played against Argentina, right, you could see that Mbappe is years ahead of Michael Owen. Because Michael Owen had a couple of goals, a couple of good plays.
Yeah.
But Mbappe is able to take the player. He's able to do a little flopping. But if somebody gets in his face, he'll get back in their face.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has more of a character.
Yeah, he's got power. He's got finesse. He has speed.
That guy is the Flash. He has to be.
Yeah.
Because...
Or Donatello, depending on who you talk to. He does look like Donatello.
No, he does, yeah. All right, Donatello's face, Flash's body. Hands down, because that guy's fast as hell.
Yes. So with Mbappe, we're definitely going to buy. I think we're both buying, hands down.
Actually,
we're betting the house
having
on
the cash because I'll buy him right now. Correct.
Yeah, I don't think PSG wants to let him go. Lionel Messi, goal scorer of La Liga,
right?
Won La Liga. Still came up short for the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't show up for Argentina because he didn't show up.
I'll disagree with you there because he only showed up one game. I agree that he showed up in Nigeria.
Okay.
But
it's Nigeria.
Doesn't matter. You guys always have a problem with Nigeria. Look at your World Cup history with the Nigeria.
2-1, 4-0, 2-0 against Nigeria.
You guys have that.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Because
what
happens is, so that 2-1 against Nigeria, they were actually winning 1-0.
They were.
1994 up here, Foxborough Stadium. I was there. Maradona's last game, motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah, I was there. I saw Maradona's last game.
You can't just sweep by that. Like, yeah. Anyway,
and it's funny because I forget how old I was. And I'm looking down as they're taking him away, like the nurse lady thing. Like I'm looking down and they're taking him away.
Get out!
But I was at that game. I was at that game, and you have Nigeria go up on Argentina because what happens is Argentina has always had issues with African teams because they run faster and they're able to cover spaces.
Right.
So what happens? Cameroon beat them. Nigeria always gives them a
hard
beating.
time. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
true.
We were winning 2-0. We ended up losing 4-2 in the friendly.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank God it was a friendly.
Ivory Coast, they had issues against. You know,
Right.
there's a lot of because the soccer is so raw.
What do you mean?
The African soccer is so raw.
Oh, okay. On Africa side,
Yeah, on Africa side.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
Argentina that doesn't mean what the fuck they're doing. But if you look at it, like the African teams, all they need is a good coach. If you're able to get a good coach and a good system in place with those players and the attributes that they have, is what you have, just like France had. Because 13 out of the 22 players were born in Africa. Okay?
That's right.
They were born in Africa. De Bruyne, too, was born in Africa, by the way.
No.
How much you want to bet?
Kevin De
How
Bruyne.
much you want to bet?
I was kidding about the cast. I didn't have cast.
Okay,
before.
just
I still
saying.
don't have cast. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Really? What country?
The
I would imagine South Africa.
no, Djibouti, the Djibu, something like that. It's like right in the center. I'll show you later. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not joking about this.
No,
are
I'm
you?
serious.
What?
Yeah. Because remember, a lot of these African countries are still colonies of
France
European
and-
nations
yeah,
like
different
France,
countries.
Belgium, and things like that. So they have an opportunity to play for that country or play for France or Belgium. France had 7 players. No,
No.
Belgium had 7 players. France had 13 that were
Yeah.
born in Africa.
That's right.
That's some shit.
That's crazy.
You should listen to Futboleo. Just saying.
Actually, before
At
we
Show Futboleo
go
everywhere.
to the next
Go.
name, did you hear? Do you know who Trevor Noah is?
Yes.
Did you hear what he
Yes.
said about it?
I posted on our page,
Fantastic.
which is good.
I completely.
I actually
agree with
spoke
him.
about it on the last show.
Oh crap!
But
All right,
I had to
moving
do
on.
it in Spanish. No, but we could do it again. So what Trevor Noah said was that it's not France that won, it's Africa that won.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you had the chairman or councilman or whatever from France.
Oh, the ambassador.
The ambassador. There you go. Saying no, in France we're all French. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
But I like his answer
I like his response.
because what he said was that I am not taking away that they're French. I am just prepping up or putting up their Africanness.
Exactly. Yep.
Which you have to say the truth.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
If you could trace their roots back to Africa, dude, it's an African team.
That's like saying, and nobody laugh. That's like saying if the U.S. were to win, and you
They
said
should.
America won.
They should.
No, but because if you have, I guarantee you, if America ever wins, which it will happen one day, it's going to be America, Egypt, Paraguay. It's going to be a bunch of different countries that are related to those people.
One of the better players in the U.S. history could trace their lineage back to either South America or Europe.
Of course.
You have Tony Meola, Italy. Tab Ramos,
right.
Uruguay.
Yes. Fuck,
I forget what the other guy was. But you have a couple of guys. The guy with the beard. Not Alexi Lalas. Well,
Howard?
Ireland.
Howard.
Balboa.
Oh, Balboa. Yeah.
Argentina.
That's right.
So these guys, and that's when the U.S. soccer was raw, when it was just starting baby steps.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at it now, there's so many players. And what France did is what the U.S. should do every year, was actually have a really good competitive team where you can unite all these countries.
Right.
One of the best players to be born in the U.S. and not play for the U.S. one game is about to come back to the Red Bull. Giuseppe Rossi. The dude was born in
my
Colonia or Clifton.
No, Clifton.
He was born in Clifton. And the way the NCAA sets up for you to play here in the U.S., his dad picked him up and took him to Italy. The guy played everywhere. Played in the national team.
Yeah, that's right.
But he was born here. So he should have played for the U.S.
Right. Oh, my God.
So now imagine Rossi, Balboa. How much, Rossi and Donovan. How much better would that team would have been? Just with those two guys.
They would have actually made it further in the World Cup if we had those two guys to get. Oh my God! Just think about together.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
So now you have this new. That's why, and I know we're going all over the place. We are going to go back to Luka Modric and the other two guys. But if you look at Klinsmann, I like what he was doing because you have U.S. bases everywhere. You have U.S. bases everywhere. So you can have guys that are born in Germany. You can have guys that are born in the Middle East. You can have guys that were born in kids of these army brats
Right.
that have really good teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a friend of mine who's actually stationed in Hawaii, Okay, Papaya, what's up? He's part of the national team for the U.S. Army.
Okay.
So what they do is they get people that are in the Army and they play against the Navy and this and that.
Okay.
And they have really good players there. So then you're telling me from these players you can't pull them and put them in the national team? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, because they weren't born here. Dude, they're still American.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're able to put this team, which again, that's what France did because it's not just one African country. It's about 6 of them,
exactly.
7 of them.
Oh, yeah.
So you're able to bring them together to form that national team. But you can't do that with the U.S. because there is talent here. And I mean, you see it because you coach and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that raw talent. But now
exactly.
when they go through the system, and like that's what's happening right now with me with my son, like I don't want to put him in the league here because I think it's just a waste of time. Because I don't need him to pass the ball 72 times and then here you get a medal. You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
Like
That's
I need somebody who's gonna push him to say, okay,
Exactly.
this, and I can't do it because I don't know how to fucking play.
Right.
I know how to talk about it, but I don't know how to play. We have here Bora Milutinovic, coached Nigeria in '98, and they won that group versus Spain, Paraguay, and Bulgaria. It's true. It takes a good coach for an African team to succeed in the World Cup. They want to know what your favorite team in Brazil is.
Flamengo.
Get the fuck out. No, mentira. You're good with it. You're good. But Klinsmann missed on calling up good American players like Dax McCarthy.
Hey, I agree. Whoever said that, I agree.
Our boy Omar Ramos.
You guy. Yeah.
I
I agree. 100%. I saw Dax McCarthy when I had season tickets for Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, watching that guy, I've never admired an American like that ever. I mean, the way he viewed the ball, and even till this day when he plays for Chicago Fire, I'm like, yo, how is it that this guy never got to play for the men's national team, but like consecutively, like playing with Donovan?
Like, give him a chance.
Exactly, because they like used him here and there, but it's like the way he passes, the way he sets things up, the way he slows down the game. It's like when you see him play, it's like that's not how American plays.
No, and it's funny because you said that's not how American plays. Donovan was not your American type player.
Nope, he wasn't.
He never was. And I think that's what actually helped him be that different type of player. Because what you would see is, and sometimes you need that in your team to be able to give it that little jump start or that little edge.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You definitely need that, like, that spark into it.
No, and with McCarthy, like, I saw it too. But I think sometimes that, like, the coaches, what they do is they say, you know what? I'm going to pick these 11 guys or these 22 guys, and that's what I'm going to go with. I might have to sprinkle some here and there, but if they don't produce in the game that they play, then bye-bye. Which
and that sucks because you're just giving them literally one chance.
Yeah.
You're not giving them anything. You're not even going to look at what they've done for their club.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's opportunity, Leroy Sané for Germany.
Yeah.
You look at what he did for Manchester City, and then one game for Germany, and then you cut him?
Like, you had to put him in there. Okay, so, and I actually pulled up, and I don't have it right now, but like the 11 that were left out of the World Cup, right?
Oh, I remember seeing that.
So you have Raja, now in Inter.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
You have Sané. You have Icardi.
Oh, don't even get me started with that. I'm not even Argentinian, and that shit pissed me off. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Klinsmann loved Beckerman. That Rasta dude never convinced me. Dax McCarthy was perfect for the national team.
Agree with that guy again.
Yeah,
whoever that guy is.
And you know what? With this whole national team thing, and that's why whenever I've spoken to you, I always told you, I want to do the English Futboleo. Why? Because if you're able to take the South American mindset, right? Mm-hmm. That's what you need in U.S. soccer. I'm not saying, you know what, you got to break his knee. No, like NCAA is the worst thing that can happen to soccer in the U.S. Why? Because they tell you cannot like go pro, quote unquote, until you're 18, until you go through grade school and high school, right? The only time you can go pro is after you have a college degree and some credits. I forgot the actual breakdown.
Yeah, but by that time, you're about to hit your
old.
Prime. Yeah,
you're old in soccer.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It's dumb.
Okay. And I don't know how they have it in Brazil. I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same way. But the way they have it in Argentina is, okay, you sign with a club, you go and you're an employee, quote unquote, of the club, but you still go to school.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but what the NCAA says, no, that's a conflict of interest. They're not amateurs. That's BS. It could work for football, and it could work for basketball, and it could work for hockey, it could work for tennis, it could work for whatever you want, but it's not going to work for soccer because when you're 18, 19, 21, you're already old.
Exactly.
Look at Mbappe, 19 years old. The dude's already a champion of the world. He's already a top goal scorer, a threat in Europe. So now you're telling me that my son, who's, when he turns 18, he can't go against those guys. There's no way he can go against those guys. No. And I always tell people there was a guy that played with us in high school. The dude was good. He was better than everybody else on the team.
Right.
He got to college, and the way the system was set up, these guys, they're just looking for size. Okay? So the guys were like, the dude was like 5'6". All the guys he was going against was 6'2". Okay? So he's like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. He went to Honduras, and he played for like 6 years in Honduras.
Whoa.
Okay? So now, what does that tell you? Like, it's broken because you have a guy, and I'm not comparing him to Rossi, but you have a lot of guys in between those two.
Yeah, exactly.
My boy Mario and everybody else in between that could make that difference, that you could get those players into the national team, that you could get those players in the system.
Mm-hmm. No,
So,
I agree. I don't, the mindset here in the U.S. for football is just, it's horrible. I mean, how is it that you don't see the success in other countries with the same sport at the same time of every year, but you can't replicate that? You want to go and be your own thing and do your own thing, and you constantly fucking up. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. MLS is growing very slowly.
But you need that, though. You don't need them to grow fast.
No, of course not. But the thing is, everything you just said, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it doing good for the U.S.? Nothing at all.
Nothing.
U.S. needs to just, they need to change some stuff up.
I don't know. We need Zlatan to be the
president.
The president of everything. So we're looking at the list here. I know we've gone all over the place, but this is good. We're looking at the list of the 10 players that are part of the best for FIFA. We're playing buy or buy. Or bye-bye. We just talked about Messi, and I don't know how the hell we ended up in the U.S. soccer, but it's good. I like it. Now, the next three, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So you have Mo Salah, okay, the revelation of the Champions League, the new golden boy of soccer, the new pharaoh, if you will.
I like that. Pharaoh's
with Egypt. Didn't have a good World Cup. I think he was still hurt. Because if you look at it from the final of the Champions League to the first game, I think it was only like 22 days.
It wasn't enough time.
Okay, so I think he was still hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, you really can't blame him for rushing in. It is.
Oh no! It's the World Cup. I understand that, and you kind of see. Okay, he was well rested, and look, he played yesterday. Liverpool. He scored a goal. Manchester City. 55 seconds into the game or something like that.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Okay.
I didn't even get to turn the TV on.
There you go. So, Mo Salah, he should be in there. Is he going to win it? No. I think he's just in there just to keep Neymar out, and I like it. Okay? Nothing against you. But if you look at the next two names, right? Luka Modric, right?
That guy.
Croatia.
That guy, man.
Was able to get them to the finals. Him and Rakitic, 1 and 2. But I think Modric just a little bit more.
Of course. Oh, I mean, come on. He did have a fantastic Champions League.
Yeah.
So that obviously edges him in more than Rakitic.
Champions League winner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And second place World Cup.
But the next one, I think, should win it. Because if you look at their accolades, Varane is the Champions League champion and is the World Cup champion.
That's true. Yeah. Wouldn't that be the first defender to ever win it?
No, Cannavaro, 2006 when Italy won.
You say Brazil a lot. I like that. Nice.
Don't touch me. No, but
no, I agree.
Varane.
I agree with you.
If you look at the statistics, and because he's also a pivotal part in both defenses, if you look at it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ramos obviously has the upper hand at Madrid, but he's not that far from Ramos. Varane's not that far.
If Ramos, and this is the way I look at it. If Ramos goes down, Varane is the captain of that defense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hands down. Come on, look at the way he defends.
Exactly.
That guy, he puts his blood and sweat on that field for that
now
team.
look at the national team of France.
There we go again.
Same difference.
He put his life on the line for that.
So I think, and this is my dark horse. This is the one that I'm going with, and this is the one I'm sticking with. I think Varane should win the best.
Okay, now who do you say comes in second? Because obviously it's going to be a top three. So who's your second? Who's your third?
Varane, Griezmann, and Mbappe. I don't think Modric is going to get it because you have Griezmann and Mbappe, the winners of the. You're kind of going to get what you got with Barcelona. Remember, Barcelona had Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to get that, but with the French national team.
You think so?
Varane. Well, look at Mbappe. He won the Young Player of the Year. He's one of the top goal scorers.
Right.
You know what I mean? He won the World Cup, so you could put him in there.
Right.
Griezmann, same thing. He's in the eye of everything. He was the face.
I mean, you're talking realistically, or you're just taking your picks?
No. This is my picks.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant realistically.
No. These are my picks.
Okay.
Griezmann, he kind of on and off. You may take out Griezmann, you could put in Modric, but I think none of the other guys deserve to be up there.
Okay, so you're talking about this. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think, Varane. I think Mbappe, and I think Modric over Griezmann because of just what he's done throughout the year.
Now, for you, who wins it?
For me personally, I'd have to say Modric.
Why?
I mean, because of the fact that what he's done this year, he's won the Champions League. You know, he's gone from being the worst signing of La Liga.
Yeah, well, nobody wanted him.
Nobody wanted him. Real Madrid picked him up to being one of the best midfielder in the world.
And it's funny because a lot of people say, "Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo." No, dude. Like if you look at every player on Real Madrid, they play. Yes, they do play to Cristiano's strengths,
right?
But they're players in themselves. You know, we're talking about before about Marcelo. You're talking about Varane. You're talking about Modric. You're talking about all these players up to and including Keylor Navas, who's going through some issues right now. But they all play to a different level.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which Real Madrid has nothing to worry about right now. Just he went away, but it's okay.
I think they're perfectly fine with what they got.
They're fine. So, guys, share this video. Let the people know that we are here. We're talking about everything, about the best, about the 10 players that are the finalists to be the best, FIFA the best. I don't like that. It should be Ballon d'Or, but they lost the whole contract thing.
I don't get that.
We're going to talk about the real PSG. Now, do you know what the real PSG is?
No, you keep mentioning that. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Okay, I want to put a little image on the board, and I want you guys at first look. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I'm like, oh shit, these are the players that they want to sign for Real Madrid. Tell me that jersey from PSG does not look like the Real Madrid jersey.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Holy crap, yeah.
And I'm about to blow your mind again. Their first jersey or their first jersey looks just like Barcelona's jersey.
That's funny because I just got a few orders in and I was looking at PSG and Barcelona. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
But it didn't cross my mind.
But now look at that one. That one was unveiled today.
Right.
Along with Mbappe's new number 7. Okay. The real PSG. Their home jersey looks like Barcelona, and their away jersey looks just like Real Madrid. When I saw the picture, their promotional picture, I'm like, oh, okay, these are the guys that they want to sign. Cavani, Neymar, Mbappe. But it didn't click in my head. Like, they're just showing PSG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. The real PSG. There you go. Looks like exactly like Real Madrid is what the people are saying. It does. It looks just like it.
Look, they have the sponsor already. They have the color. What else you need to do besides change the two logos? That's it.
That's about it.
Nothing else. And add some stripes.
Well, they have them, though.
No, because they're Nike. Adidas,
okay, you're
Adidas.
Right.
That's all they got to do.
Well, that's why you're the jersey guy. They forgot mine at home. flower.
Sorry,
but I think what PSG is trying to do by using these colors and these looks is to get people's eyes on their product. Yeah, they do kind of look like it, but it's still our version of them.
Right,
they do kind of look like them, but you know what? We have the players that we pay for, and they'll be able to take us to that next level. Could you have tweaked that shirt a little bit more? Yeah, you could have added, maybe another stripe here, like you said, a stripe here, a stripe there,
Right.
a little. But at first look, but even with the white pants,
Right.
that's Real Madrid.
I didn't see that.
I'll tell you this: you're a jersey guy. T-shirts, jersey, not. Oh, you're both jersey and jersey guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Manchester United's new kit?
The red one?
The red that turns into the black with the black shorts.
Don't really like it.
Why
a huge
not?
fan. Not a huge fan. Because you don't really see. You've never really seen Man United with stripes. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's not the stripe one. It's the one that's red up on top and then turns to black, and then they have the black shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not stripes.
Yeah, it's stripes. There's
Really?
like
Okay, then I'm blind.
it's not really stripes. It's more like
I saw it from far away, but
yeah, it's lines.
Mhm.
Like it turns. It starts out with like black little lines, and then it grows bigger. And then, it gets-
okay.
So I'm not a huge fan of it.
No?
I'm not. No. My favorite jersey that I was talking to a good friend of ours, Gaston,
Okay.
was.
Tell him I said what's up.
He should. No, he was. Anyway, he tuned off. Damn it. It's Valencia's away, which is like it's kind of like a navy blue with like neon orange. It's kind of like Colombia's away jersey.
Okay.
But on Valencia, and it looks a lot better.
I haven't seen it. I gotta look for it.
That one,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember the other one, but there's another one that's really good. And I'm also liking Barcelona's away. I like how they brought back the neon yellow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's all about marketing. Because if you look at it, 6 months ago it was a different jersey. 6 months before that it was a different jersey. 6 months, and it's funny because I always have this conversation with my wife. I'm pretty sure you have it with your wife too. They all look the same. No, they don't, babe.
No,
they don't. Okay,
They
if
really
you actually
don't.
look at it carefully, this has another stripe. And our boy Richard Harama, who just got on too, he has like 80 jerseys, right? And he goes through the same issues with his wife. We're like, you know what, baby? Yeah, the Argentina one looks a little bit like this. Then, it goes a little bit this way. And then, yeah. The best jersey from Barcelona, period, what the people are saying with the one that you like, the neon one.
yeah, definitely.
I like the Boca one. You better find that for me, bitch.
No, I forgot to tell you. I can't get it.
Oh, motherfucker.
So I'll let you know.
I always have issues with the Boca shirt. And the problem is that I always like the secondary jersey.
So
that
not
they
the
have.
home. You always like the
So
away.
they did one, and if anybody's able to find it, I will pay for it. They did a white one with a blue stripe, with a yellow stripe, but it was like the flag of Sweden because Boca colors come from the flag of Sweden.
Oh yeah, navy blue and yellow. Yeah.
So the whole story is, the 5 guys were sitting there thinking of the colors. They weren't sure. They're like, okay, we're sitting at the pier of the Boca where all the boats will come in. And they were like, the next boat that comes in, whatever flag they're bearing, those are going to be our colors.
Oh,
and
really?
it was a Sweden,
a
Sweden poultry fucking boat.
Right.
So that's where the colors came
shit,
from.
That's actually pretty cool.
There you
man.
go. See, we're learning.
Oh.
Universidad Futboleo. Follow it. Leo, where can I get a Boca jersey? Tell them.
Aquí, you can right over here. No, you can follow my page on Instagram, MDF Merchandise, and from there, you can just send me a DM. I don't really post a lot of jerseys that I can get.
No, so let me tell them this. So my boy here, he was able to get me the Argentina, the away one, which I would have loved to have seen it today, but which says Show Futboleo in the back, which is awesome. Thank you. But this is what happened. So a friend of mine is going to the Juventus game this weekend. So my friend was looking for the patches. Now, that's something that's weird because you can't always get them, right?
Yeah.
The patches, the different ones.
Right. Yeah,
So
it's hard to find.
basically, Luis Avila, River Plate has the best jersey. I can still take away that dinner. Just saying.
No. He's taking me. You're taking me, right? Don't take away that dinner.
So, any jersey that you guys are looking for, take a snapshot, send it to MDF Merchandise on Instagram, and Andres will be able to let you know if he can get it or if he can look for it or if he can find it. That's how you do
Yeah,
it.
because I've actually had some people actually ask me to order some older jerseys, and that kind of screws me over. But I've been able to, work a little harder and get it to them. So,
Yes, and yes, I can look for it, and this is what's going to happen.
Right.
I think your thing went off. I think it only allows you for an hour, so you got to start another one. But, yeah, you guys can go to MDF Merchandise. Merchandise or merchandises? Merchandise. And you guys can go ahead and find any jersey that you guys are looking for. Luis Avila saying hater. Okay, so.
He hasn't mentioned anything about the date.
He has to go this weekend. I've always said this. I would never put on a Brazil jersey. I mean, you understand, right?
Of course.
I would never put on a River Plate jersey. You understand.
Of course I understand.
And then I would never put on an England jersey. I have no problem putting on the U.S. because,
right.
But the whole Falkland Islands thing. So, what jerseys would you never put on? Okay. And I'll add to that. My son, my baby, right, was at a babysitter once. He threw up on himself. They put on a Mexico shirt. I literally took the shirt off of him, and I put on one of mine, and I drove home without a shirt on. Just saying.
Okay.
Go.
Do I have a number? Do I have a...
Three. La camiseta de Barcelona de Ecuador es la mejor, is what Ramon Mosquera is saying.
I wouldn't say el mejor, but I like how it looks. So I'll give you that.
It looks like a fucking canary.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was him. That was all
Just
him.
like Brazil.
Guys.
Go ahead.
Oh, crap. I didn't notice that.
I would never put on a Mexican jersey. Our boy Omar Ramos, El Salvador.
Now, hey, El Salvador, Salvatrucha, hit me
there
up.
You go.
Anyway, 3 jerseys that I would never, ever put on.
Ever.
Starting with number 1.
I think.
That, that ugly color
that
right there. I would never put on Argentina.
Uh-huh.
I would never put on Real Madrid. And I would never, ever, ever in my life put on Portugal. I just can't.
Okay.
No. I can't because Brazil. There's a lot of Brazilians.
I like it. I like where it's going.
Yeah,
I like where it's going.
We have a lot of beef with Portuguese because just because you guys think you gave us our country,
just because you fala,
right? Doesn't mean that you guys, are all like, oh yeah, we own you. No. We have 5 stars on our chest. You guys have nothing.
I like this. Okay, so why not Real Madrid?
I'm a Barca fan. I've been a Barca fan since Ronaldinho signed back in 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I despise them ever since.
So what if your wife says, you know what, our baby, we're going to put him a Real Madrid jersey?
I'd take it off
Divorce.
him. I'd be like, divorce, take it right off him, get some rubbing alcohol, put it on the jersey, light that on fire, and then roast some marshmallows right over it.
People are liking your the way you look at things. Fuck El Madrid.
Good. Yeah. Fuck Madrid. All day, every day, fuck Madrid.
So, and now with Argentina, and it's funny because Gaston, a friend of ours, he's from Uruguay.
Yeah.
So
none of us like each other.
Yeah, it's funny.
Once we enter the soccer field,
how
we're
are we even friends?
We hate each other.
So how are we even friends? But you guys despise Argentina more than Uruguay? Because, I mean, Uruguay did beat you guys in Brazil, in the Maracanazo, which that's the one thing that they talk about every soccer conversation starts with that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Just like every time I have a conversation with a Colombian guy, 5-0. Dude, that was 25 years ago. Just saying. It still hurts. Hala Madrid. So you have some people there.
No, what you're doing is hablando mierda is what you're doing.
Sí, habla español. But, so... You guys see Argentina as more of a rival than Uruguay?
I've never, honestly, until my dad, I've never seen Uruguay as a rival until Dad started pointing out to me. He's like, they're rivals. I'm like, oh, crap, I didn't know we had to hate them. I was like, I thought we had to hate Argentina only. So, no, I've never seen it. And plus,
are you brought up like that you're supposed to hate Argentina?
No, it's not that I'm supposed to.
Okay,
I'm
just saying because I'm about to kick you the fuck out.
I grew up with some Argentina kids. And before I even got into soccer, like they were all like, "Oh, we're better than you," blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck's wrong with you?" And then I started getting into soccer, and I'm like, "Oh, no wonder I hate you fuckers. That's why. You know what? There's extra hate. Now I despise you." Okay. But ever since that, every Argentinian I know, I start liking. I'm like, "There's something wrong with me." I start liking them for some reason. I'm like,
"We're not all the same." We're just gonna say. We're not all the same.
No, not all of them.
There's a lot of them that are like out there.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like playing Pokemon. It's kind of hard to catch them.
Yeah, you can't catch them all.
No.
Guys, share this video. Let the people know that we're here. Let us know what jersey you would never, ever put on. Yeah, the best fools, the Argentinians. It's okay. Let us know what jerseys you will never put on. Let us know what you guys think about Mbappe's new number. I like it. Number 7.
I like it, yeah.
I like it.
Did you see? I saw there was a post. No, I don't know if you follow Bleacher Report football.
Yes.
You saw the post?
I have to.
Oh, my God. It was sick. He was entering the...
That picture's from there.
Oh, that's where it is?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. All right. Cool.
I think that's a screenshot of the video itself, like when they finish off.
Oh, right. Yeah. I like it, though.
But
I like it.
you know what? You have a World Cup champion. You have a champion, 19 years old. You could market this guy to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Little tidbit. Before the World Cup, Mbappe's picture on all his social media, he had Ronaldo's boots from '98. Remember the blue and yellow Nike?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
The same one.
Oh, my God. Sick.
That's the shit that we remember. God damn it. I can't remember my kid's birthday, but it's okay. So let us know what you guys think with Mbappe, with the new number, the jersey that you would never, ever wear.
I didn't do that.
It's okay, though. It's okay. But one day where you guys can actually come out and have fun with us, it's going to be on Saturday, August 25th. We're going to have a tournament, a 7-on-7 tournament. Real Madrid, father of the champions, cabrones. And Chris Averanga is saying he would never wear Peru or Ecuador.
You must be Colombian.
Bolivian.
Okay.
Well, I think he should also have Chile in there. Also, I would never wear a Madrid Fas from El Salvador under New York City FC. He's a Red Bulls fan.
Okay. Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't put that in my top 3 because
there's a lot more hate.
There's a lot more hate towards the other 3 countries. Yeah.
So,
teams, I mean.
If you guys want to sign up, if you guys have a team, I didn't tell you about that. If you have a team, you can actually sign them up. 7-on-7. You're going to have 7 on the field. You can have 12. I'm sorry. Yeah, Bolivia, yeah. 7-on-7 on the field. You can have up to 12 players. You're guaranteed 1 game, up to 3 games. Play the finals or the third place because we're doing that. Okay. The tournament starts at 11 o'clock in the morning in Conant Street Park, which is right behind Keene University in Hillside. So Conant Street, 383, boom, right there. Right, you have the train that goes by. You can actually pull it up on your GPS. 383 Conant Street. You can't go wrong with that. Hillside. We're going to be there from 11 o'clock till about 7. That's what the tournament is going to be. Again, 7-on-7. It's $300 to sign up, and you can win up to $1,200 if we have 8 teams sign up. Right now, we have 4 teams signed up.
Out of how many teams? I'm sorry.
8.
Oh, so how is it going to work? What is it, groups or knockout?
So it's going to start knockout. Straight through.
Okay, so 4,
yeah, you can't do
4.
groups. You can't do groups.
Yeah,
you can't do
no,
groups.
that's true.
No, get the fuck out of here. You're already bitching. It's 8 hours. No, you can't do that.
2-day tournament, man. Come on.
No. You look, I'm getting 1 day. So it's going to be 20-minute halves with a 5-minute intermission. We're going to have
this must be
a
old
lot of
people.
fun.
If it's 20-minute halves, it must be old people.
What? You can't do 45. My man, you're already using an hour per game. Like,
I have 2 games running at the same time.
Okay, we only have 1 goal. Okay.
We have 1 goal.
Yeah.
So you have to make a U-turn every time?
No, because what we're going to do, and I thought about doing 2 games at a time.
Right.
But what I want to do is I want people to come and spend the day with us. You know, because what happens is we have a lot of people that listen to the show, a lot of people that are connected to the network, you know, people that stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I want us to spend the day together, kind of do something positive. I have a lot of people that are telling me, hey, I'm just going to come down with my family. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come down.
Right.
What we're going to do is we're going to hook up. We have friends of the show that are going to be recording the games, and we're going to do Facebook Live. If we're able to get everything up in time, then we might even just the final. We're going to do Facebook Live and commentate on it.
Oh, cool.
So that's why I want to do 1 at a time, kind of get everything in place, have people come in. We're going to have, you're going to bring your jerseys so people can see what they like. We're also going to have some beverages there available. Come spend the day, man.
That's cool. Yeah,
one of the things that I remember from my childhood is my dad taking us to these Relampago tournaments where it was like a 1-day tournament. We would leave like at 7 o'clock in the morning and we'd come home at 6. We'll make best friends with like all the kids that were there. That's basically what I want. I'm going to take my fucking kids, let them run around as long as they don't run into the field. But basically, it's just us trying to make this work. So you guys can actually go right now to losradio.com. Either you here on Facebook Live, you here listening to me on Luis Network, or you over there listening to me on Instagram. you guys can go to losradio.com. Sign up your team, $300 for the whole team. I don't need to know names. I don't. And then you get half of the pot. I'm not going to give you a jersey, but you're going to get money.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw in a jersey for a couple winners.
Well, there you go. The show Futboleo, the white one.
There's no white or blue on my rack.
Come on.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, I have one white or blue. That's why it's like $5.
So one of the things that Andres and I were kind of looking over, and I found it interesting, was this little graphic. Then, if you guys are looking us on Facebook Live, if you're listening to us on Luis Network or on your podcast, Mundo de Fútbol, right? Or are we calling MDF or just Mundo de Fútbol?
Just call it Mundo de Fútbol.
There you go. On Mundo de Fútbol, we have a graph here that the IFFHS, which is the statisticians of soccer, which they're the ones that keep a tab on every single time that a game has been played, who scores how many goals. That's why when Romario said that he scored 1,000 goals, they said, you didn't score 1,000 goals.
Oh, so they keep tabs on that stuff.
Yes. They have to.
Okay.
They have to.
Why?
Romario said he scored 1,000 goals. When you actually started looking at it, I think the pickup games that he had in front of his house, I think he even scored those goals. Yes. BYP, 100 goals last night was awesome.
That's right.
Yes, it was.
Man.
100 goals.
Beautiful.
And I like it. I like it. Good guy.
No,
he's a good guy.
Yeah. You made him before?
No, our boy Elvis, who helps us with the page.
Right. Oh, I forgot. He sent me a link to go.
Yeah. He's met him.
Oh,
and he's he's had our show Futboleo stuff, and he's given us thumbs up. And
that's so cool. Crap.
It's good. It's good. Moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Jefferson. So, but we have a list here, and I'm not happy with this list.
I'm not either. I don't like
the Argentina league should be a lot lower, and the Mexican league should not even be in there.
Okay, where's Argentina?
I'm going to go through it because you're an old man, your glasses and shit. So we have
still can't see.
Number one. No, I know I'm barely going to make it out, but let's see. Okay. Let's do it this way. Boom. Okay. Damn. So number one in the most famous or the most powerful, if you will, leagues in the world, you have La Liga.
Wrong already. Personally, wrong.
Who's your number one?
Premier League. Has to be.
That's number two.
Which is wrong. It should be switched.
Do you think that they call La Liga because of Messi and Ronaldo?
Yeah, of course. Come on. I mean, I understand it because you got the two best players in the world playing in that league. But come on, which one's more entertaining? And which one's more unpredictable?
Premier League.
The Premier League, you never know who's going to end up in first place. This past year was probably the first time in, since it started, that you were like, all right, City's going to win.
Yeah, this is the first one. So, but if you look at it, so you have La Liga number one, you have Premier League number two, you have the
is that the Bundesliga?
No, Brasileirao number three.
Whoa! Hold
Serie A number four.
Where is Bundesliga?
Exactly. League One in France number 5. Now remember, these are the statisticians.
PSG bought that. I'll let you know that. PSG bought that spot.
We're gonna get there in a minute. The Colombian League, which I'm okay with them being above the Argentine League. I'm okay with that.
No, that's wrong.
Okay?
Come on. Superliga has to be above Liga Aguila.
And I'll tell you why. Hold on. Argentina, number 7. Bundesliga, number 8. They're high. Division de Paraguay, they're crazy, number 9. The League Premier of Russia, number 10. And then Liga MX is number 20. Liga MX should be like number 50. Just saying.
You shouldn't just say it because it's a fact.
So now, are you okay with La Liga?
No.
Let's put it this way. Flipping back and forth, 1 and 2, La Liga and Premier League, we're okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
Okay. Number 3, Brasileirao.
I love my league, or not my league. I love the Brazilian league.
It's your league.
I don't think it should be that high. I mean, I personally think Bundesliga should be in 3rd.
Okay.
I would say if I were to switch it up, I'd say Brasileirao maybe 4th.
Okay.
4th or 5th, but not in 3rd.
So you would put La Bundesliga above Brasileirao?
Yes.
Would you put anybody else above them, like Serie A? I will put Serie A.
I'd put Serie A over them, yeah. hands down.
So you have Serie A right now, number 4, which I think with the signings, Serie A should be number 3. Because it's not only Cristiano Ronaldo, because people are like, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo. Dude, look at all the other teams.
Yeah, like Nyangling
Inter has so
Um,
many players that they
guy
signed.
now,
Martinez.
Wait.
Yeah, Lautaro.
Lautaro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Bro, that team is going to be nasty.
Let's not jinx it.
That
'cause
Inter team is
I'm
going to
getting
be
tired of
nasty.
Juventus.
That AC Milan team, what they're coming up together, which they had AC Milan. Was it AC Milan? AC Milan and who? And who? Fuck, they played
Manchester
yesterday.
Man United.
Oh, yeah. Alexi scored the first goal, and then, okay.
And then,
They shot 26 penalty kicks to decide the winner. It was funny because at one point you had Gattuso, which I always love Gattuso, by the way.
Of course.
Gattuso and Mourinho, like, joking with each other. We're going to go next and shoot. Because they went through, like, all the
Are you
players.
serious?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
crap. I didn't get to finish seeing it.
I posted on the page. You can follow. At Show Futboleo everywhere. Spanish writing of football.
Mundo de Fútbol, and hashtag Mundo de Fútbol.
There you go. But gotta sell, bro. Gotta sell. But so with Milan, right? With AC Milan, I've always been from day one. I always liked the Italian league. You know, from watching it, because my first recollection of soccer was kind of around the World Cup 1990. I remember a little bit 89, 88. I don't remember 86. I don't remember 87. Like, I don't remember when Argentina won the championship.
Damn.
Because I was
that
4.
sucked. Oh, okay. Oh, that's understandable.
You know what I mean?
Though. Yeah.
So I don't remember that. So my earliest recollection of soccer is watching that Argentina-Cameroon game where I can remember it. Was watching that final against. But it was also the Italian league. Was also coming here to the States, and people were crazy about the league where they would wake up at 6, 7 in the morning just to watch the games.
Jesus.
Because you couldn't even, like, yeah, you could watch the highlights, but they weren't as exciting
Of course.
as turning on Rai and fucking listen to the Italian guy commentate the games with such passion at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Of course.
You know? So you have
7 o'clock in the
Batistuta with Fiorentina. You had, all these players
That's right. Yeah.
that was the league to watch.
Yeah.
Now, in the last couple of years, it's gone down, it's declined a lot. But I think with Cristiano coming in, that actually makes all the other teams that much invested in, where now you have to put money into the league. Now you have to bring these big names. They were talking about Vidal going to Inter. They were talking about a switch between Bonucci and Higuain.
Right. Yeah.
Which I don't know how that's going to go over with the whole Juve fans. But Bonucci was a good player for Juventus.
I know. I love Bonucci, and I've always been an AC Milan fan. Go figure, because of Kaká.
Of course.
And I think
Kaká was the only player to play with the 3 Ronaldos. With Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronaldo de Lima.
Crap, that's
There you
right.
go. See? Shit I remember.
See, privileges of being a Brazilian.
Dios mío.
Come
No,
on.
privileges of sitting with Show Futboleo that remembers this shit. Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, he's not on this.
Huh?
Kaká's not on this, so don't worry about it.
No, but you know what? I think Kaká is such a good player, but he okay. For me, Kaká is what Messi is now. He has all the skill in the world, but he's not going to be like loud about it.
No, exactly. Yeah,
You know what I
agree
mean?
with you.
You,
No, I
you see
agree.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, and I agree.
Who wins the Copa America in Brazil 2019? Argentina. Argentina.
The
Argentina,
host
Brazil,
of
the final. Argentina, Brazil, the final.
Not if you have that team. If you
No.
guys bring Icardi and Dybala to play, all right, I'll give you some competition.
Okay.
I mean, we'll give you some
forget
competition.
Icardi. I mean,
No.
not forget Icardi. Icardi, Dybala, and Lautaro.
Oh, yeah, here's that.
You have those 3 play up top.
Now, forgive me for saying this, but I hope one gets injured so they don't,
No,
don't make it.
Same here. And you know what? I
Hold
hope
on. I hope it's Neymar.
I hope Neymar
it's
plays.
Okay. No,
I hope
no.
Neymar plays. Maybe Coutinho,
No.
maybe he can, break his ankle or something. I don't know.
No.
Just saying.
I got to go find some brujeria quick.
Have you seen his? I don't know. Anyway, people are saying Chile. Maybe I don't know. Chile.
I think they'll be inspired from missing out on the World Cup, and they'll come
Did
back.
you see Sanchez playing in the game yesterday?
I did see a little bit of it.
He did have a little spark in his step.
I was like,
Like he's out to prove
yeah,
something.
I was like, yo, where have you been?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that whole run for the first goal, that was.
that was. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
So you think Brazil is actually going to win the Copa America? Because it's extra pressure. Come on, you're coming off the World Cup.
Why.
People are not okay with the team because
honestly, I personally haven't heard a lot of bad press towards the Brazilian national team, which I was very happy about because compared to 4 years ago, it was like, we hate you. Like they're gonna freaking kill the whole team.
You know what happened in Brazil 4 years ago is the same thing that happened to Argentina in 2010, when Argentina had Maradona as the coach.
Oh, but come on, that was a dumb move.
No. But they were playing with heart, if you will, not with an actual team, not with any set formation, not with any play. Right. They were just playing with, we're home, Brazil. We're home. We're gonna win. We can't lose. The Cup's coming back to South America. We're beating these teams, and then you get to Germany because Argentina also lost to Germany 4-0 when Maradona was coach.
That's right. Yeah.
Then you get to Germany, where Germany, the style they play, they're compact, they're able to beat your weaknesses if you don't have a good formation set in place.
That's true.
So I think that's kind of what happened to Brazil.
No, yeah.
So coming into the World Cup, you do kind of have that extra, okay, we didn't win the last World Cup.
Right.
It's coming home.
Yeah.
We need to play.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? I do like that they signed Chiche, or Tite.
Oh, yeah.
For, same difference. For
Brazilian lesson of the day.
Okay.
Chiche. Oh,
my uncle's name is Chiche.
But that's C-H-I-C-H-I.
No, seriously. No, C-H-I-C-H-E.
Oh, yeah, and the apostrophe on the E. Oh,
yeah.
for real?
Yeah, because it's an Italian name or whatever, and yeah.
Oh. Does he have white hair and comb to the back?
No, he's bald.
Oh, all right. So it's not the same guy. We're not talking about
he's got the Italian haircut, which I'm going around the same way. just saying, which is with the big hole in the middle. But going back to the question, I like how we just go totally up to the question.
I do the same thing on my show.
It's fun.
I'll listen to my show, Mundo de Fútbol.
Yeah, Mundo de Fútbol. There you go. Or MDF merchandise. Get your shirts. Tell them Futboleo sent you. Maybe Futboleo gets another free shirt. Maybe. But I like him as a coach, Chiche.
Yeah.
I like him as a coach.
I admire him.
And you know what? I used to hate him when he was a Corinthians coach. I used to hate him. What other coach was he?
Yeah, Palmeiras.
But it was another one. It was
I know he went to United UAE. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I know he went there, and if I'm not mistaken, he went to China. But he didn't coach in China. He just went to learn.
The funny thing is, I remember as a Boca fan, finding him in every fucking Libertadores that Boca played. It was like, okay, we play Corinthians, he's there. We play this guy, he's there. You know what I mean? Like, every year, oh, there he is. I remember this guy. And
then in 2018, he's like, oh, shit.
This guy's
here again.
So, but I like him as a coach.
Yes.
I like him, that he actually took, you guys had the whole issue with Dunga, and it was a bad time for Brazilian soccer.
Yes, it was.
And he kind of grabbed it, kind of like what Tavares did for Uruguay.
Right.
You know what? Forget everybody else. We're going to start with the basics, and we're going to make it work. I think that's why he was able to not win the World Cup and still get another 4 years. Because he's able to change that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Look what he did. He pretty much grabbed whatever he had. He cleaned it up, polished it, took him to the World Cup, and I can't complain. As a Brazilian, I cannot complain. I'm happy with the result.
And it goes back to what we were talking at the beginning. If Neymar wouldn't have flopped so many times. Because, okay, take Neymar out of the equation.
Oh, my God.
Brazil played well.
10 times better. Yeah.
Brazil played well.
They did play really good.
I mean, you could even put Chiche in there, and they would have played well.
With the way he ran. Did you see that meme that they made?
Yeah, I did. When he went to run with the goal. Yeah. That was good. He ran better than Maradona did when we scored the goal against Peru and then belly flopped. Just saying. We have Mahin Nahem saying hi. Chris Avaranga. Omar Ramos and everybody else that's joining the chat with us. Chris Avaranga is saying that he thinks that the Spain league, and we're going to get to that. We just made a big old turn. Colombia should be 9 or 10, and Spain should be higher. And Omar Ramos is saying Napoli is his team to win. Napoli's
Serie A?
Well, Napoli's talking about bringing some teams. Oh, that's his team.
Yeah.
But Napoli's talking about bringing Cavani back.
I heard that, and then I think like a few minutes later on their Twitter, they in Italian, I translated obviously, they put these links that Cavani's coming back is wrong because we're not linked with him, and I'm like, damn it, I had some hope. I was like, crap, Cavani was gonna come over.
He's such an underrated player.
I told that to Gaston, our friend Gaston. I was like, I don't like I like that Cavani is underrated, but not a lot of people talk about him. And I'm like, have you seen what he's done with Napoli, PSG, and Uruguay, and even the teams that he played before? I'm like, this guy is phenomenal. He's very quiet, but he gets the job done.
That's a double-edged sword. Because that's the type of player that every team wants, and that's the type of player that no team wants.
Right.
Because you could market Ronaldo. You can't market a Messi unless he wasn't in Barcelona. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You can market a Suarez. You can't market a Cavani.
Nope, you can't.
You could market a Neymar. You can't market a Coutinho.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Damn, we're finding so much good stuff here. But that's what happens with Cavani. Like, okay, they both need each other for Uruguay, right?
Of course,
Cavani
yeah.
needs Suarez. Suarez needs Cavani. Just look at the World Cup and look at what happened in the game where
they lost
Cavani
against
couldn't play.
France,
Okay? But he's such an underrated player. That's why
Very underrated.
with next year's Copa America, you're going to have that same Uruguay with Cavani, which are going to be scary because you have the couple of players in the midfield that they were able to call up. This guy that was playing for Sampdoria, I think it was.
Lodeiro?
No, the other guy. Mariotti, Torrego.
Torreira.
Yeah, Torreira,
Yeah. Who plays for Arsenal, right? No?
He just signed
Yeah,
with
okay,
Arsenal.
yeah, him.
Bad move. I wouldn't sign for Arsenal.
No? I don't know. I was just actually on the phone with Gaston about it like 2 hours ago. He was thrilled about it.
Well, but for the Copa America, fuck, Gaston should be here with us. This is the most. If Gaston was here, like we wouldn't talk.
No. You heard one of my episodes with him.
Oh, I did.
So
I did. We have Elvis saying hello to us, and he's also in the chat with us. Thanks you for everybody that's here with us. Share this video. Let the people know that we are here. Basically, we tried something new in the English Futboleo. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you want this part of your weekly Futboleos. You know, you get the 2 Spanish ones. Then you might also get the English one. I like this. You know, because you're able to expand a little bit.
Right, yeah. Definitely.
You know, and a little habla too. Also, remember, if you share this video, you can actually win a dinner for 2 at Choripan Rodicio, 10 Sussex Street in Hackensack, New Jersey, 07601. Just like Luis Avila won this week, and supposedly he's taking you. I don't know.
No, it's not supposed to. It's not like those crazy rumors that Neymar's going to Madrid.
Uh-huh.
It's something legit where Ronaldo's going to.
think he's going to Madrid?
Not this season, but maybe next season. I think so.
Now, that would hurt a lot of Barcelona fans.
Including me. I despise the guy 10 times more than what I already do. It would just make it easier for me to hate him. Like, yes, I really despise you now.
Now, do you think that you need that in La Liga to kind of bring the eyes back? Because, so what you had in La Liga over the past 10 years, you had this not war, right? No, yeah. But this world war between Messi and Ronaldo that made every Super Clásico a must-watch. Even if they were on the bench, you had to watch. Yeah. So now this is going to be the first year, I think in like 12 years or something like that, where neither of the two, where they're not going to face each other in a Super Clásico.
Right.
So now it's still, okay, I would get up and watch it, but it's not must-see TV. Do you think bringing a Neymar in would now make it again a must-see?
Yeah.
Because that's your pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like that, it doesn't matter what you do the rest of the year.
Yeah, no.
People that don't even follow soccer, they say, I need to watch Real Madrid and Real Madrid.
Are you watching El Clásico?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think they need, it would help. It would boost it up this at the same level as Cristiano and, versus Messi. Because, like you said, it will bring in that flash, that spark. And especially on top of the fact that it would just hype up Madrid fans more because it's like, we got your guy now. You know,
well, it's kind of like what happened with Figo
and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, but I think the biggest one that hurt a lot of people was Figo.
Yeah. I didn't know. I got into soccer a little later than that, but
because even the Ronaldo one wasn't that bad because it was
1 year.
Yeah, a year or 2 years away. Season. Yeah, but I think Figo hurt more to them
because he went directly.
Yeah,
and it's like, hello, like, do you not know what club you're going to? Like, dude, make a U-turn or go the other way.
No, but he knew what he was doing.
No, I know, but I'm saying to Barca fans is like they froze. They're like.
Yeah, like what happened?
Like, what the hell?
Like them, you could go play for Atletico. We'll be okay.
Right, yeah, exactly. We'll be perfectly fine. Go ahead. You know?
No, but and with Neymar, I do, and that's something that I've always been one of these theorist people that, you know what, things don't just get out just to get out. Like when you had the Real Madrid saying, "Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo's buyout clause is $1 billion." And right before the World Cup, they brought it down to 100. Okay, something is going on. Something is in the books already. And I said it here because people I listen to have known this because I've been very vocal about it. I look at soccer like I look at wrestling. In wrestling, there's a term called kayfabe. Kayfabe is when you play that character all the way through, even in your personal life. Kind of like when a actor stays in character.
Right.
Okay? So, but they pick and choose what comes out. Right? So they pick and choose. You know what? You fucking Brazilian guy, I hate you. Even though we might be friends right out here. But when the camera's on, I'm supposed to hate you.
Right.
Okay, so that's kayfabe. So now in soccer, I'll put it to you this way. The biggest thing that I've seen with kayfabe, Leicester City, Ranieri, they were having all the issues. The president of the club comes out and says, he's my coach. When they say he's my coach, he's got 3 more games left, and then he's out.
You know, I didn't
look at it with way. Every time a president comes out and says, he's my coach, the guy's usually gone within 3 games.
Really?
Of course. Ranieri, the guy in AC Milan before Gattuso came in. You have a lot of, even Sampaoli. The president of the Argentine Federation said, yeah, he's our coach for the next 2 years.
Oh,
that's because they didn't want to pay for the buyout clause.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Okay.
And now he's already gone, right?
He's gone.
Okay.
He's gone because then the buyout, instead of doing $4 million, they did 2, and I don't know. But if you look at it, like, they pick and choose what comes out. So now if you look at it, the way Neymar is playing this whole thing of leaving Barcelona, he's not against any other players. He's not against any other fans. His whole beef is against Barcelona themselves.
Yeah.
Because they gave him the bonus, then they wanted it back, then they took him to court, then he took him to court, then, you know.
Which I can understand, but at the same time, you're a professional. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why act that way? But then again, I kind of understand.
Because he is painting a picture for when he goes to Real Madrid. The Barcelona fans are not going to be mad at him because they understand the president, Bartomeu, whatever the fuck his name is, pushed me away. Because you as a fan, you don't hate him that much for leaving because you kind of say, okay, you know, he wanted to make more money. He wanted to be number one guy. He's not going to do it here. He needs to go. But the way that he left, because remember they had the whole thing, the check came in, it didn't clear, we had to wait a day, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
so, but they're painting the picture just like they did with Cristiano. Like, hey, it's $1 billion, now it's 100.
Yeah.
Hello. You know,
how can you drop it that much? That's ridiculous.
Like, I don't.
And it's kind of the same thing with this guy, Dani Alves. He also had a problem with the president. I mean, not that he's going to Madrid.
But okay. So Dani Alves, all of a sudden, when he's in Juventus, right? He had everything ready. I think it was to go to Man U.
No, City.
City. There you go.
City,
it was one of the Manchester clubs.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he shows up in a PSG jersey. So that's where I'm like, okay. He's going to PSG. He's talking about leaving. So he's going to Neymar. So he's going to go to PSG. And then when everything was said and done, that's what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, they pick and choose what comes out.
Damn, I never realized that.
So just remember, if any time somebody says, hey, he's my coach, pay attention. Because if they don't get at least a win in the next 3 games, the guy's gone.
And that's why I love the Premier League, because it's crazy like that.
Of course. Buenas noches, Leo. Maximiliano is here with us. We're doing the English Futboleo. Guys, you can share this video. My boy Andres here from Mundo de Fútbol and MDF Merchandise on Instagram. If you guys are looking for any jersey, send him a screenshot. Tell him what jersey you're looking for. He's able to find it for you. He's able to ship it for you. If you're looking for patches, anything that has to do with soccer. You still got the soccer balls? Because my son's in love with that Brazil ball. I've been trying to freaking poke a fucking...
Well, there's more where that came from, Leo, because there's a lot of balls coming your way.
Dios mío. You know that my wife actually got him a whole, like, Neymar outfit. She didn't even tell me.
Wait, hold on.
She didn't tell me.
Now, when you say Neymar outfit, there's two teams. That
The Brazil.
No.
The Brazil.
Oh, my God.
Like, watch. I'm about to...
Get him in here with that kid.
I'm about to make your day. Ay, Dios mío.
Damn it, why didn't I wear my Brazil jersey? Crap, man.
Yeah, she, when, who the hell Brazil was playing? The last game of the first round. That's, no, the first game. The first game.
Oh, Switzerland.
That's when she bought it for him. It came that day. And the dude was wearing, like, going crazy.
Hashtag wife of the year. Hashtag mom of the year.
No, fuck that shit. No, I can't find it. Wait, hold on, espérate. I know I took a picture of him. The whole dude.
Man, this
socks.
This is gold right here.
Shorts. Shirt.
So he wore the canary color that you mentioned before. With oh my God, it's beautiful.
You're gonna put that on your page now. There you go.
Beautiful. Oh my God, look at that.
I'm showing him the picture of Vincent. And you see the kicks, right? You see the kicks?
Oh,
he's got the whole jersey. And, of course, Dante has to go against him, so he's got the Messi jersey. So they go against each other.
There we go. Oh,
ay, Dios mío. Now, imagine when I go to the mailbox and I bring that into the house, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's my stuff. And I open it up, and it's that.
You put your hands on...
No, I didn't. It was still in the plastic. I didn't touch it.
Oh, so you didn't contaminate it.
I've actually been fucking with them. Like I may be living like I'm ripping some paper, and I have the shirt on me.
Dude,
like,
don't
no!
do that. So mean.
No, it's not. It's fun. But what the hell were we talking about? I don't know what we got on this.
No idea.
But with the leagues, right? Oh no, with the jersey. So where can they find you, bro?
MDF Merchandise on Instagram.
Okay.
Just send me a picture, or just tell me what you want me to order. I'll look for it. As soon as I find it, I'll let you know. Boom. And we got business. Yeah, there
you go. People are saying that they think we have more followers in English. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. Leo fucking it up, bringing the Brazilian guy. It's okay.
Yo, dude.
It's okay.
Dude. That's it. No.
It's all right.
No, it's not all right.
We need to see. Okay.
I should just walk off right now.
Okay, by the way, they're fucking with you. They're taking your thing and they're putting some Snapchat. So that's love. That's not but love, bro. That's
you
love.
know what? I'll take that as a compliment.
There you go.
At least the Brazilians getting the picture instead of the Argentinian guy.
Oh, dude, I get it all the time. They did the one with the
Come
dog.
On, you're ruining my spotlight.
Yes, man.
Oh, that Hoey filter. Oh my God.
So we're looking at the top 10 leagues according to the IFFHS, which are the statisticians of soccer. Both you and I think the La Liga and Premier League 1 and 2, they can kind of be flipped at any time.
Right.
You have the Brasileirão, which should be lower.
Yeah,
Serie A, I think, is now in contention. Without a doubt, it'll be number 3.
Of course.
League 1, I don't know. I think Bundesliga is still above League 1. Because I think in League 1, you only have one and a half teams.
Anybody that thinks Bundesliga is below League 1, you're either doing some drugs or you're drinking. Because it's just... who is it in there besides PSG...
Monaco, maybe.
Lyon.
That's it.
You got 3. Bundesliga, I can go
and Lyon, depending on how they wake up that day.
That's right.
Because they can have a really good game against PSG and then lose against Auxerre.
Exactly.
That's the one team that's lower that I remember. So, League 1. Now, let's look at the South American. You have Brasileirão. You have Colombia, the Argentine League, and the Paraguay League. I'm sorry, the Paraguay number 9. Get the fuck out of here. No.
I mean, at least Mexico is above the Paraguayan league.
I think so.
I personally think so because I've watched some Mexican games. Hate to admit it, but it's actually pretty interesting.
No. But they are interesting because you have a lot of outside talent come in.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
definitely. But when it comes to the South American leagues that should be up there, hands down, it should be the Brazilian and the Argentina ones. Because if you look at it, it's I watched it, and like watching the Copa Libertadores against, I don't know who it was. I think it was Gremio and River Plate, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't watch those games.
All right. Flamengo and Boca Juniors.
There you go. I watch that.
Like that.
Live, and I'll repeat.
That's actually football. That's like really, that's better than European football. Right there.
And I think the biggest issue that they did in Argentina, that's why I would put Argentina League underneath the Colombian League, and this is why. Argentina messed up when they went to 40 teams. When they
No. Don't they have 30?
30 or 40, 30.
Okay,
I keep
they have
saying
30.
40.
Yeah.
So they have 30 teams.
No, I agree with
okay?
you there.
And they went to the long league, not the Apertura and Clausura where you do 6 months and 6 months.
They
went to the
Premier League kind of structure.
But what happens is in the Premier League, you only have 18 teams or 16 or whatever it may be. Same difference. Close enough. But you're able to have home and away games.
Right.
With the Argentina League, you can't. The only home and away games that you have in the Argentina League is against your rival, and just one of them.
Really?
So you only have Boca and River and Boca. That's it. You only have Independiente Racing Independiente. That's it.
That's horrible.
You only have News and Rosario News. That's it. After that, they play everybody else. So it kind of takes away because, we know about the Super Clásico in Argentina, Boca and River.
Yeah.
But you also have really good games in San Lorenzo and Boca. You have really good games in River, Independiente. You have really good games in Rosario Central and Boca. Like any combination of those are
exactly.
interesting games. But if you're going to have Boca and Mandillú, which is like a fourth division team that comes up and down, up and down, up and down, you're not going to have that same because Mandillú is going to come and play defense. And Boca can't get past that, so you're going to have a 0-0 fucking shitty game.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where, in my book, I will put the Argentine League under the Colombian League. Okay. Now, the Brasileirao is there because you have different levels, and any team could beat any team because you do have that.
It's actually, I think both those leagues, if Argentina were to switch it up and bring it to 20, or actually any South American league, I think personally it would be almost as equal as the Premier League, because in the Premier League you can't tell who's winning.
No.
In the Brasileirao, who's gonna win? You never know. In the Argentina one, you don't know. Liga, et cetera, et cetera.
And it all depends because what happens? Okay, if you have Boca and River playing the Libertadores, then they're gonna lose points.
Exactly. Yeah, because they're gonna be focusing on Libertadores or the Copa Sudamérica, and they're gonna be focusing on that, draining in the Argentina League, and that's where it gets more, interesting.
Course. I mean, Boca was number one in the Superliga the whole year. But they were up like 12 points, and then at one point it got down to like 3 points.
That's when it gets really, really
Of course. Good. Because why? Because they were having issues in La Libertadores, and they needed to win, so they needed to save the players. So you had a span of 5 games where they lost 3 and tied 2.
Right.
You know?
That sucks.
Yeah. So now, if you were to bring that down to the 20 teams, then those teams playing against Boca, against River, against Independiente, they will be of a little bit higher caliber.
Yeah.
Where now, instead of losing 2 and tying 3 or the other way around, you lose all 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, that's why, and you got to put your own league above. No, I'm a realist.
No, exactly. You got to be realistic. I mean, you could dream like, I want my league to be the top, but no, you got to be a little bit more realistic. Like, I mean, realistically, League One shouldn't be up in that position that they're in.
I don't think the Russia League should be there. I'll take the Russia League, the Paraguay League, and I would take them out of there.
Hands down, yeah.
Because you have other leagues that could be up there. Even MLS, but not top 10. Because like we said before, MLS is getting better.
They are.
But
they
it's
shouldn't they shouldn't follow the Argentina League where they're adding, because they have, I think, 24 teams right now.
Okay, so you remember kayfabe and stuff like that? Okay. I think they're doing that to then break it down to first and second division.
You know, one of my guests has said that on one of my previous episodes.
They have to.
And I kind of see it, but it's just like I don't see anything happening. You know what I'm saying?
The way the structure is set up right now, okay, you have MLS, then you have the USFL, then you have like 2 more.
It's MLS, USL, and NASL, which got collapsed, and after that, it just keeps going.
But in the NASFL, whatever, when that one collapsed, when they brought it back, which they went from 16 teams to 8, something like that.
A lot of teams.
Okay. One of the things that they signed as part of that agreement that nobody paid attention to was a structure which brought in first and second division, but not now.
Really?
Yes, was to actually give it a third division title for the NASF or whatever. Because the USL is the second one.
The USL is the second division. MLS
but
first.
it's never on paper.
No. You never.
Because the owners of those leagues are actually owners of the teams. Okay? They're businesses.
Okay.
That's why the Cosmos are able to come in and have Fly Emirates on their shirt. That's why the Cosmos are able to bring in Raul at the end. Because it's whoever the owner is has to pay for that. It's their business. Where in MLS, you do have owners of the teams, but you have the league backing them.
Okay.
On paper, the players belong to the league. That's why they're able to have a draft.
That makes sense.
That's why you're able to have a draft. Now,
I didn't realize
what they
that.
did when they revamped the NASL, whatever, they put that in, making it the official third division of U.S. soccer. That doesn't mean you're going to have relegation and promotion, but they're putting in the steps in place
Right.
to then, when you do break it down, okay, this is where you guys fit. It's still everything under the MLS flag, but now you're going to have first and second division, and now you can have the relegation. Because if you break it down now, how many teams are in the MLS right now?
If I'm not mistaken, it's like 25, 24.
24.
Yeah.
12 and 12. It's still not enough.
No, I still need another 6 more.
So you go. So in a couple of years, when they do that, you're like, oh, that fucking Argentine guy was right. Because you got to look at like what they're putting in place. People always say, oh, the U.S. needs relegation and promotion. Yes, I understand that. They do need that. But you can't have it with the system you have it now. Because you have a team like the New England Revolution who were owned by the Kraft family, and they were thriving. Yeah, they were owned by Kraft.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why they were able to use Gillette Stadium without having to pay for it.
Oh, shit.
But then they sold it, and that's why the New England Revolution has so much bad teams over the past couple of years.
Right. Oh, that makes sense.
Bro, you got to listen to Futboleo, bro. You got to listen to Futboleo.
Take it easy.
But what happens is they're able to tank the season because at the end of the day, they're still going to get their money regardless. Because the league's still going to give them their money. The league's still going to give them their TV rights. Because everybody is cut off the same way.
And that's what I don't like. It's because, like, you see,
It's made to tank.
Exactly. There's no inspiration to actually win. It's like at the end of the day, I'm getting my paycheck. I don't give a shit if my team loses.
You want to know something crazier than that?
Oh God.
In the Premier League, the last place team, I forgot who it was, Huddersfield or something like that,
Huddersfield, I think it was.
Huddersfield
Town.
made more money off TV rights than Atletico Madrid.
What?
Yeah.
Bullshit. No.
How much you want to bet? Google it right now. Google it right now. The way that the TV rights, and it does have to do with the U.S. soccer, what we're talking about. The way that it's broken down in Spain, the TV rights, the money that they get, 50% goes to Barcelona and Real Madrid. The other 50% is broken down with all the other teams.
No fucking way. Dude.
Yeah. Google's. I don't lie to you.
What?
So the way, with the percentages and the way it happened, that's why the last place team in the Premier League made more money than Atletico Madrid on TV rights.
Dude, that's...
On TV rights. So now, you look at it in the U.S. market, the way that it's broken up is everybody gets the same chunk of change. So if you buy into a $4 billion contract, every team's going to get $1 million or $2 million, whatever it is. Whether you're in first place, whether you're in last, whether you're in Kansas City, whether you're in L.A., whether you're in New York or you're down in Miami, everybody's going to get the same.
Which I don't. That's what pisses me off.
But because you have individual owners for each team, what the league is doing is that they're changing away from that platform into this now. Okay, yeah, we're still going to own the teams and stuff like that and the players, but now you're going to have the first and the second division. That's what I think is going to happen.
So at least but that's what I've been hearing a little bit from, like, I've heard it from two people other than you so far. So it's starting to make sense, and I can see it. If they do it, great. I'm 100% on board. But if they continue this Eastern Conference and Western Conference bullshit, then no, get this shit out of here. Bring in a new owner, someone who has experience and knows what the hell he's doing.
You kind of have to look at it this way, and it's funny because when I used to work for Ryder, right, big Fortune 500 company, their system was 1982, right?
Okay.
The black screen with the green letters, like you get the printout in the fucking big ass paper, right? So I would ask the IT guy, why don't they just switch over to user friendly things that you can see, right?
Okay.
So what he explained to me was, put it this way, Leo. You have an airplane that's flying with 1,000 passengers. You can't just take the plane, make it land, have all those 5,000 passengers come off, fix the airplane, have them come back on, and then take off again.
Okay.
You need to fix it while it's flying. And you have to roll with the punches.
Oh, I see.
So with MLS, you kind of have to figure it out as it's going, because you can't make the league stop. You can't make the team stop making money, because then at the end of the day, they are businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why whatever they're doing, they have to kind of react to what's happening.
Right.
That was the best analogy I've ever heard from anyone.
No.
No. He told me.
He
I give him credit.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I give him credit.
I thought you meant from yourself.
No. I give Joe credit. He because it makes sense.
It does. Yeah. No. Now that you put it with that analogy, now I get it. Now I get it 100%, and I'll take everything I said back.
No, you don't have to take it back. I'm just
No, but it's because I've been criticizing MLS for so many years because I'm like, yo, promotion, relegation. They'll actually, it's kind of like a punishment for them, and a reward for them, so that they actually work up to it, and get into the league and actually make it more interesting. But now that you put it like that, I get it, because like you said, they are businesses, so they can't stop in the middle of the whole freaking season and be like, wait, time out, we got to finish this. So all right, I get it, I understand now.
Yeah, so Leo, what you just said about your son's Neymar gear reminded me that a video of the little Colombian boy not wanting the Colombian jersey, but wanting the Messi jersey. Yeah, I saw that one too.
That's horrible.
You never saw that one?
No.
Little Colombian kid that was mad. His mama wanted to give him a Colombian jersey, and he didn't want it. They gave him the Messi one, and he was happy. By the way, Leo, I still haven't received my shirt. Oh, let me look into that, because I did send you your Futboleo shirt. So let me look into that. If you guys want to order your Futboleo shirt, you can go to losradio.com. That's where they are. That's where Maximiliano ordered his shirt. And, let me show you. I should have worn this one.
It better not be blue and white.
You know it's blue and white.
It's blue and white.
You know it's blue and white. What's up with that?
Oh, that's actually
Soccer jersey. You guys can actually get them right now. You can order them. losradio.com. What we're doing is we're getting them done. We're probably going to get a couple of these also for the tournament. It's an Argentina one. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The yellow one is going to be the Brazil one. I'm just trying to find for a sponsor that's willing to go ahead and get a couple of these done.
Wonderful was going to sponsor.
So we can talk about it. So we'll talk.
All fair.
As long as they say Show Futboleo on the front, I'm okay. And they have my little logo. Branding, bro, branding. So we're looking at the leagues. Again, I want the Argentina League to be what it was. Because in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was one of the stronger leagues. I think at one point it was better than the Brazilian League just because of the players that you had and the Copa Libertadores wins that you had.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
You guys dominated for...
Yeah, Boca, 98. Thank you. But I think it got to a point where when the old man died, Grondona, that's where everything went to shit. The old Argentine Association president since the 70s. He was a second-hand man to Blatter. He's usually the one that got the money and then sent it to Argentina. You should look into the Arsenal team in Argentina. There's an Arsenal in England, but there's also an Arsenal in Argentina.
Yeah.
They were established in 1954 by Grondona and his family.
Oh.
And all the money that came from FIFA went to that team. So just look at it. By the way, but I really hope that the Argentine league will get back up to what it was at one point in its heyday, So, but other than this, what league do you think should be on there? Because you have a lot of leagues. Like, again, the Russian league, I don't think it should be there.
A Russian league, I don't think it should be there. See, I'm thinking about different leagues that I posted about and all this stuff, and
Because you have something like the Portuguese league, which is okay, but
It's-
not
No,
up to that
it's
level.
not. I mean, Russia's a little bit bigger than that. You know, I honestly think, and I might get some hate from some of your listeners, but I kind of think the Chinese or the Japanese league should be up there because not only because of the money that they have, like they're bringing in Iniesta, Hulk, and all these other players,
And
but
Paulinho.
and Paulinho back.
That was the worst sell I've ever seen, bro.
I was like, are you kidding?
How are you
me,
going
bro?
to sell me that cup for 16, and then I'm going to sell you that same cup? Didn't change anything to it for 30.
And on top of that, he hasn't even rested yet. He's been playing since February 2017,
I know.
and he hasn't got a break.
I know.
Like
The dude's
dude,
going to get hurt.
Yo, and it's gonna be bad. He's gonna be off.
The
for
dude's
a
going to
long
get
time.
hurt.
But yeah, I honestly think Japanese or the Chinese league should be up there. I personally think so. I've watched a handful, maybe 5 games exact.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty interesting if you actually
Yeah.
if you have some time to actually, because it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Japan and China.
I don't know, but if you have Cody, it's easy.
But yeah, if they're actually kind of interesting to watch. So I'd put one of them up there over the Paraguayan league. Yeah, hands
definitely.
down.
Yeah, I don't think the
Maybe,
Paraguayan league should be up
maybe
there.
even the Hyundai A League, which is from Australia.
Okay.
That's actually that's better than Japanese. You know what? I'll put the A League in there. Definitely.
I think the league from Uruguay could be a little bit better. I think the field just kind of throw you off and say, okay, this is the 4th division. But it's actually a first division
I
team.
don't get it. Like Gaston had to explain it to me twice, and he didn't remember the first time. So that's why I asked him a second time. But I still couldn't get it. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get the whole apertura, clausura. It's confusing.
You don't
Like,
get
no, I don't
All right,
understand.
you ready?
If it's gonna make sense, yes.
Yeah.
If it's not, then no. Don't even.
So
bother.
it's the same teams, right?
Yeah.
So you know how they have in MLS the supporter shield, I think it's called,
Yeah.
where the winner who has the most points during the regular season
Yeah.
is the winner of that,
Of that.
and then the
trophy,
playoffs you have the champion of that,
Yeah, exactly.
and then those two teams play each other
Mhm.
to see quote unquote who's the winner of the year,
Yeah.
which is bullshit. Which is at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Okay, so the apertura and clausura is basically this: it's the same teams
Mhm.
playing 2 different tournaments.
Right.
Where on the first tournament you may do really well,
Right.
and on the second tournament you may suck, right?
Okay.
But what happens is it accounts for the whole year. So, but what it does is, if it's 6 months and 6 months, but in that middle is where you're able to switch players. So you're able to
So-
bring players in.
Transfer window.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you may have a shitty apertura, which is open,
Right.
but you might have a really good clausura.
Which is the closing one.
Exactly. So now you do have each winner, right?
Mhm.
Apertura and clausura, but then you have kind of like the Supercopa in Spain, where you have the winners.
Right.
Fight
Go
each
against
other.
each other.
Now, in Argentina, in Uruguay, they're treated as different champions, right? But in Colombia, there's only one champion.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Colombia, what they do is they take the winner of the Apertura against the winner, quote unquote, of the Clausura, and then they have a playoff game in Colombia. They basically just take the whole league and break it down in 2.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I don't get. Why?
Because you're able to have better marketing, you're able to have different teams, you're able to have more competition, you're able to have like a guy come in and say, okay, I'll put it to you this way. Diego Costa signs with Barcelona. He can't play for a year. If it was Clausura and Apertura, he could play in 6 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it does work out better. But,
And a lot of the countries in South America use that because you have so much turnover. Like Racing, they were hoping to have Lautaro to finish out the next part,
Yeah, exactly.
and they're not going to.
Yeah, no.
Boca is keeping Pavón, but that's because they're playing the Libertadores. Because if they weren't playing the Libertadores, Pavón would be gone already.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Kind of like
Okay.
Vinicius. Remember Vinicius? Real Madrid signed him
Yeah.
a
now
year ago,
Yeah, exactly.
and they just let him go now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that's why. That's why they do 6 months and 6 months.
Right.
Because then you're able to have that turnover. A lot of the times you have, like Boca, this season coming up now, they brought in like 8 or 9 players.
Holy crap.
And one of those, Izquierdos, which is one of the news that I actually have a whole bunch of news. We didn't go through any of them, but it's okay.
I just realized that.
One of them played for Lanús in 2014, got a red card. Now he has to pay 2 games that he can't play. But now he's playing for Boca. So now he can't play the first 2 games, which is good.
Well, but it was a red card. Oh, okay.
It was a red card.
Now I get it.
That's why he can't play.
I thought it was because he didn't feel like playing those 2 games.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
He got a red card playing for Lanús in 2014 in the Libertadores. Now, here, fast forward 2018, he signed up with Boca to play. Oh, wait, the guy still has the red card.
Exactly. It's kind of the same situation with Suarez when he did the...
Yes.
What was it?
Where he had to play, when he bit Chiellini.
Oh, yeah. And then he missed a whole month with Barca.
Like 8 games or something like that.
Yeah, he started back in October. I think his debut was against Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Clasico.
So, dude, I think we came to an end.
Oh, shit.
It's a good fucking show.
Damn.
We spoke for 2 hours, right?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
It's dark outside?
Dude, 2 hours.
Damn.
Don't ever come here again.
No.
Ever. I'm an old man. I should be sleeping an hour ago. No, but dude, first of all, thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Next time, do not bring Gaston. Because if this was 2 hours, it would have been 6 hours, and you and I would have spoken 10 minutes.
No, that's why I try my hardest to, keep a hold on him. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it was fun. But again, dude, this is your house. You can come back anytime you want. I like this English version. Now, a lot of people may have not listened to the show. I'm going to do the show again tomorrow in Spanish, but it's okay. But guys, thank you for being with us. Andres, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you for not wearing the Brazil shirt.
Next time I will.
Because you can't wear it because green screen on green screen.
Matter of fact.
Just saying, you would have been a floating head.
Matter of fact, I'm going to place an order.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to have a Brazilian jersey, and on the back of it, you know what I'm going to write?
Fuck you.
Show Futboleo. That's going to be perfect.
I'll tell you this way. I would never wear it, but I'll put it up on the wall.
No, I'll wear it for you.
I like it. Number 16. We're actually branding that now because 2016 is when we started doing the show.
Okay.
Thank you, Joey. He gave me that idea. Brock Lesnar fan. He's a football fan. He was like, why number 10? Everybody wants number 10. Yeah, I like that idea. Number 16. Show Futboleo. But where can they find you, bro?
MDF Merchandise on Instagram. And before I end the show with you and you end the show, I have one beef with Peruvians.
Uh-oh.
Now, I adore Peruvians. I have a Peruvian uncle, and I have a lot of Peruvian friends. But the second you guys lost in the World Cup, screwed me over. You know why?
Why?
Because I had 35 people asking me for Peruvian jerseys, and I ordered about 25. And now the second they lost, 35 of those people, they never messed with me again. So guess how many Peruvian jerseys I have at home? I sold one the other week. So now instead of 25, I have 24.
We have a lot of Peruvian followers.
Good.
Let me know.
Please.
Let me know what sizes you have and pictures, and we'll send it over to the chats and stuff.
Adult small all the way through
adult
extra
small.
large.
Well, that kind of fits Luis Avila. He's kind of extra small.
Hey,
but he's Ecuadorian though. He's Ecuadorian. But we'll help you out there. Hey, bring in that day. Bring in the day of the tournament.
Yeah, no, believe me, I'm bringing a lot of jerseys. I still have a lot of World Cup jerseys left over.
There you go.
Neymar, Argentina, sadly. Thank God it's in plastic because my hands would have burned.
No.
Can you believe that?
No. You will go to another level. You would know what it would feel. Yeah. You know what it would feel to be close to God. No, too much.
God, he's like this.
Yes.
In my country.
Yeah.
And he wears yellow and green. He doesn't wear blue or white.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he didn't come through for you guys in the World Cup.
No, we didn't want to bother him.
Oh, we didn't want to bother him. Please.
We left the marina.
He had his hands out, but he was doing 4 on one hand and 3 on the other. 7. No, too much?
No, remember. This year it went down to 2 goals, so now it's 5-1.
Okay, it's 5-1. It still hurt, though.
Thank you, South Korea. South Korea, you guys are the best.
Yeah. But, guys, remember, you can check me out at Show Futboleo. Futboleo is the Spanish writing of football, and then Eo, Leo, my name, Futboleo.
I like how you did that.
Huh?
I've always admired how you did that. I'm like, this fucker.
You want to know the story behind it?
All right, go ahead.
So I was carrying, because I did some stuff with wood, right? Mm-hmm. So, I do like a liquor dispenser.
Right, I remember.
So I was bringing the pieces of wood in my hand, and I was talking to my ex-co-host, and we're kind of talking, hey, we need to come up with a name. And he was having some shitty fucking names, like seriously shitty names. So I was like, football. And then I think I heard my dad say Futboleo or something, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, Futboleo. Yeah, that's it. That's the fucking name. Futboleo, right there. That's the name.
Damn.
So that's how we came up. I had a whole bunch of wood in my hand.
Wow.
There you go. And then the dude tried to say that I fucking that it was his idea. Like, how you gonna come up with it? I came up with the idea. But it's all right. It's all right though. No. But yeah, dude, you guys can hear me. The people that listen to your show, which is going to be up right now, Mundo de Futbol in the podcast, MDF merchandise. You guys are welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Okay. And then the guys that are listening to us here on Show Futboleo, let me know if you guys like this version. We could do Spanish. We could do English. We could do Italian. We could do fala Portuguese. Sorry, fala. So, bro, thanks a lot once again for being with me.
No, thank you
Let
again.
me get the music going. Ahí está. Is it on? Yeah. I'm doing it in Spanish because that's how I like it my outro. Muchísimas gracias por haber estado con nosotros hoy día. Acordate, @ShowFutboleo en todos lados. Le puedes dar compartir este video. Te puedes ganar una cena para dos en Choripán Rodicio, 10 de la Sussex en Hackensack, Nueva Jersey. Yo soy Leo. Él fue Andrés, el brasilero, y el argentino. La puta madre. Hijo de mil puta. Gente, muchas gracias por haber estado con nosotros. Nos vemos mañana, nos vemos el martes. Que lo pasen bien y acordate, si no lo estás viendo, te lo estás perdiendo. English translation, if you're not watching the game, you're missing it. Si no lo estás viendo, lo estás perdiendo. Gente, que lo pasen bien. Nos vemos. ¡Chau! Your thing went off twice, so I knew that was 2 hours. That's why I started wrapping up the second time it went off.